future, the People Mover train will connect travelers to LA Metro. For more information, go to their website, flylax.com/transforminglax. That's flylax.com/transforminglax.
Hey guys, it's Cap. So you get this letter from the Department of Water and Power with two big bold words, high usage. And you don't really know what to do about it, but you kind of have an idea of who you can blame. So you go knock on your daughter's door and you go, hey, would you stop showering for 45 minutes twice a day? And then you go to your son and say, would you please stop washing your car 3 times a week? And then you continue with your life until you get another one of these beautiful letters that says high usage on it. This is where the Water Boy comes in. The Water Boy specializes in pressurized leak detection. All they do, day in and day out, is go to homes and find leaks. Their state-of-the-art equipment allows them to visually and acoustically inspect your pipes to find that stubborn leak that's constantly flowing. It can be anything from a failing toilet to a burst pipe in your slab. You don't even know it existed. They have ample amounts of experience from water damage restoration to general construction and plumbing that, when combined, allows them to master the art of leak detection. They do non-destructive leak detections, which means they're not going to open or damage the structure of your home. Their equipment is advanced enough to listen to the exposed surfaces and indicate where the leak is occurring. They are widely used by homeowners, property managers, and even realtors to inspect pressurized water systems to make sure they're intact and functioning with no leaks. Call Omer at the Water Boy Leak Detection today, 818-518-5055. Visit thewaterboyinc.com. That's the Water Boy Leak Detection at 818-518-5055. Talk to Omer. He's going to take good care of you at the Water Boy. Visit thewaterboyinc.com.
My name is Luke Bryan. Country music is my life, and I want to share it with y'all.
It's All Country is now streaming on Hulu.
And with the help of Luke Combs, Kane Brown, Lady A, Winona Judd, Sheryl Crow, and Mickey Guyton, we're going to explore everything country.
You couldn't ask for anything more than that.
When everybody brings their story, it really becomes something special.
That is the beautiful side of country music.
In the end, it's all country.
It's All Country. All episodes now streaming on Hulu.
This college football moment is brought to you by Serve Pro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. For instance, on September 21st, 2019, UCLA trailed Washington State 49-17 with under 7 minutes left in the third quarter. From that point forward, the Bruins erased that 32-point deficit, outscoring the Cougars 50-14 to win 67-63.
Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
ESPN 710, Los Angeles Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Tuesday afternoon.
Ireland, best show on the radio.
Thanksgiving week rolls on. And yes, on yesterday's show, play the highlight.
By the way, I just need to say.
By the way, how do I lose?
Exactly.
So you make a bet with
yes.
Morales.
Yeah.
And your bet is that if UCLA loses,
right,
you're going to come on, I'm going to say my show.
Correct.
And announce multiple times that the number one show on the station is Shadano and Cap.
I mean, you just did it for me right there. So if you cut that and play it on the loop, we can do that.
We will not do that. We will not do that.
But Shadano and Cap is the best show on the station.
Shut up.
So Johnny I is back today on the road, of course, in Phoenix. Lakers Suns tonight. And because, John wasn't here yesterday, and the bet I made Bergman was that both guys have to be around. Yesterday was just a dry run. Today, Bergman's really got to pay off the bet.
No.
Don't forget. No. Lakers NBA Cup tonight. Lakers Suns. Coverage begins at 5:30 p.m. with Beto, the pregame live from Casa LA, and then tip-off at 7 o'clock here on 710 ESPN. Crystal clear digital audio, the all-new ESPN LA app. That's what's on tap thanks to our friends at Michelob Ultra. Right now, let's get to it. Celebrating 20 years at ESPN Los Angeles, the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland, your Tuesday afternoon. Right now.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Wow, we got everybody. Well, Laura's not.
No.
But we got just about everybody here.
Just about everybody. Ireland, are you mad at me?
No, I know you believe that anyway.
No,
I think you and Morales believe that Sedano and Cap is better than us.
I actually don't believe Bergman believes that. I believe Morales believes that. I don't believe Bergman believes that.
I absolutely do
Well,
not.
why would you guys demote us from afternoon drive to middays if you didn't like their show better than us?
Why is it a demotion?
I would much rather have middays.
I would too. I'm not moving. If you guys asked me to go back, I would say no.
I did not like afternoon drive
But
at
no,
all.
it was clearly a demotion. It wasn't our choice to move.
That wasn't a demotion at all.
I don't think that. Do you think that was a demotion?
I do.
I do not.
But
Why?
Because
I'm trying to think when it happened. When did we actually move back to middays?
Like 2 years ago.
2 years ago
probably,
when we stuck
in September.
Yeah. The worst was afternoon drive. I hated afternoon drive.
Why?
But I didn't realize because you get out so late that there's really nothing. You can't even do anything after the show. And then during this time of year, it's pitch black after the show, and it's terrible driving home in the dark, and you lose the entire day. That's why I hated afternoon drive. Plus, even on a hot summer night, you'd still be here from 6 to 7 o'clock at night, and you'd be like,
Yeah, middays is perfect because you get your mornings and your nights off.
Exactly right.
Right.
Exactly right.
So I'm not seeing why, again.
Yeah, why'd you
was it
demote us?
demotion?
Why did you demote us?
No. I want to know why John thinks that it's a demotion.
Because there's more people in their cars in the afternoon.
Yeah, but
but the listening habits have always been that this show, Mason
What
Ireland, doesn't.
what other station in the country has their best show on in middays?
None. I mean, I don't know enough about other stations.
It wasn't a move to put them into like, oh, this is the best show, so we're putting you in afternoon drive. It's this show, Mason Ireland, does the best in 12 to 3. It was always that way.
Right, but why do you think their show is better than ours?
I don't.
You just said it.
No,
I heard you say it in the promo, and now apparently you have to say it again.
No. So you didn't hear the whole part about that. It was a bet, and I had to pay off a bet for Morales. On Saturday, we were at Rocco's Tavern for a pre-show.
Oh, yeah, how'd that go?
It was great. It was actually really good for UCLA USC.
I listened to I thought you guys were terrific. I thought you were terrific.
Zero's the answer.
I literally caught the last 10 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, only the last. Oh, you missed the
I was
first
driving into the
2 hours
Laker
and
game
50 minutes.
during the last 10 minutes.
Yeah. And what did you think? How did it sound with
Good.
Key?
I thought you guys did good.
Yeah, we did a good job. But the bet was, my bet was, the bet was that if UCLA lost, I have to come onto this show and say that Sedano and Cap is the best show on the radio.
Well, that wasn't much of a bet. What would Morales have had to do if he
what
lost?
would the opposite be?
He would have to go on to Sedano and Cap and say Mason Ireland is the best show on the radio in every single rejoin of the entire show.
Okay, so why are we the ones?
We weren't even involved.
We weren't involved, and you're on our show saying another show is the best show.
Think about it this way. Is it better that I'm doing it on this show because you guys killed me when I said anything
Why
ever
would you
on
ever
another
say
show?
Why would you ever say it?
Yeah, what's the point of saying it at all?
You're
That's
part
the
of this
bet.
show.
The bet is supposed to be something that is to make you feel uncomfortable, and so I lost the
Make
bet. And
you
have
feel
to.
uncomfortable.
Right, so why didn't you have to run naked to Tommy Land's office and knock on the door?
Because you saying it makes me uncomfortable.
Well, no, because it's better if you specifically do it, or me, Ireland, Brian. We wouldn't get away with that.
Why? What do you think would happen to you?
No, HR would be a huge problem.
We don't even have HR.
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
they were
we do.
They were just here last week.
They do. I don't. What are their names?
Ted and Mary.
That's right.
Ted. I've never met Ted or Mary.
Yeah, no, Mary's great. Ted is a hard ass.
Mary actually has 3 kids, 2 dogs, and she was showing
Ted
me pictures.
Never
Amazing.
smiles.
No, it's
never.
always
well, most
he always
HR
looks
people
like
don't.
he's about to level punishment against somebody.
Yeah,
Ted.
If you get called to HR, you want to go see Mary and not Ted.
Yeah, see Mary. Brian, you get that? See Mary, steer clear of Ted.
Because if Ted calls you, you're probably getting fired.
Yeah, no, that's it.
So stay away from Ted.
So you don't answer the phone if Ted calls?
No.
They call Ted Captain Suspension. Apparently, he just goes around and suspends people for things.
Because he actually does the whole company, too, so that it's like people in Chicago, they've been fired off of Ted.
Oh, yeah,
so we
Ted's
don't want
the
that.
worst.
Stay
Ted's
away
the
from
worst.
Ted.
They must have violated the don't be an a-hole rule.
That's right.
It's true.
Sam Pines, our boss, has one rule and one rule only. Don't be an a-hole.
It's a good rule.
It's actually don't be a 3. It's the 3rd rule, so don't be a 3.
What's that?
Don't be an a-hole.
What are 1 and 2?
Right? I don't remember. Morales will know.
So how many times do you have to say it today?
No, I did it yesterday.
That's it.
I'm
It's
not
over.
doing it
Okay.
again.
I
He's
suffered through
that.
it. I suffered through it.
I did it a lot yesterday.
That's fine.
With O'Shea, too.
Yeah, with O'Shea.
Yeah, O'Shea wasn't
terrible,
happy about it
Terrible. All right, so the Lakers are in Phoenix for an NBA Cup game tonight. By the way, what's on tap here on 710 ESPN? Well, thank you to our friends at Michelob Ultra. Lakers back. On the NBA Cup court as they battle the Suns tonight in Phoenix. Coverage starts at 5:30 with the Toyota Lakers Countdown with Beto Duran live from Cosm, LA. I'm going to be there tonight, too. You can hear the game on 710 AM and in crystal clear digital quality on the all-new ESPN LA app. Michelob Ultra, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it.
Am I the only one on this show who's never been to Cosm? Brian, have you been to Cosm?
I have not, but I'm going tonight. So I'll be there tonight. Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to be the
Bergman's
last
been
one
there.
at that party.
Are you in any chance home tomorrow?
I'm in San Antonio tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing the show from San Antonio.
That's right, because I'm going tomorrow and I have extra tickets.
What are you seeing tomorrow?
Lakers San Antonio.
Lakers San Antonio.
Well, gee, Greg, good question then to ask me if I was available to go to Cosm when you're going to watch a game. I'm working in Texas.
Yes.
Totally forgot about
but
that.
You guys know the rub here, too. Because of national TV, this is an NBA Cup game tonight.
Right.
We're not starting in Phoenix. Phoenix doesn't recognize daylight savings time, so I'm an hour ahead of you guys.
Okay.
So we're starting at 8. By the time we get the plane in the air, it's going to be midnight. We lose an hour going to Texas. 2-hour flight to Texas. I'm predicting arrival at the hotel 4 a.m.
4
So we better win tonight because tomorrow's going to be hard.
Gotta win. All right, coming up next for you, Rams have a very serious problem they need to fix if they expect to make the playoffs this year. Plus, multiple NBA reporters saying that one player could fix what is ailing the Lakers.
Really?
That is, That's
Who is it?
Coming up now. I will tell you. Coming up, it's a tease. In the meantime, if you were recently injured in an accident and you haven't called my friend Jacob, what are you waiting for? Not taking action is going to cost you money. What's that mean? Well, let's say you injured in a car accident a few months ago. And you think, the pain in my back will go away. Then you never go see a doctor. But now, a few months later, it's getting worse every week. And the problem is because it's been a few months since the accident, it's much more difficult to prove that your back pain was caused by it. Therefore, you probably got to pay everything yourself. Do not put yourself in this situation. If you're injured in an accident, call Jacob immediately. He will get you to the doctor. No money out of pocket so you can physically recover quickly and not have to pay for it yourself. When you call an attorney, you want one who is respected. Call Jacob Imrani. He's the real deal. And remember, the consultation is free. 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. 844-24-JACOB, or remember,
accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
CallJacob.com. Jacob, proud partner of the Rams, the Lakers, and LAFC. You can follow him on Instagram at call.jacob for great advice and prizes and more. And when you call him, make sure you tell him Mason and Shadano from 710 ESPN sent you. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Next Gen is the official plumbing, heating, and AC company of SoCal sports fans. Right now, ESPN LA listeners can book a drain cleaning for just $88. That's right, just $88, and you can keep your plumbing in top shape and ensure you're game day ready. So don't miss out. Call 833-3-NEXTGEN today to take advantage of this limited time offer. That's 833-3-NEXGEN or visit nextgenaironplumbing.com to schedule your $88 drain cleaning appointment today.
NEXGEN, call 833-3-NEXTGEN.
Gear up and get out to Kelsey's at Pachanga, the top spot in the Temecula Valley to watch all the Monday night football action. Dozens of TVs means all your favorite games, plus a M&F food menu fit for the greatest fans. Sliders, loaded tater tots, pulled pork pizza, and a lot more. Plus, you'll find beers on tap and incredible craft cocktails at Kelsey's. Visit Pachanga.com and follow at Pachanga Casino on Instagram for info about special and exclusive NFL team appearances. We'll see you at Kelsey's at Pachanga.
Black Friday starts now. During the 2024 Subaru Share the Love event at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, where every Subaru purchase helps make a difference. Right now, you can drive home one of our most popular Subaru models with low financing rates. Plus, you'll get a complimentary gift when you purchase a new vehicle. Black Friday is here at Ocean Subaru.
Approved credit. Not all buyers or vehicles will qualify. Type of gift at discretion of dealer must not exceed $500. With every new Subaru purchase or lease, Subaru will donate $250 to your choice of charities. Offers do not combine. See dealer for complete details. Expires 11/30/2024.
Hey, John Ireland here. If you're looking to sell your home, call Seller's Advantage. They'll make you a cash offer, no need for repairs. They buy as is. With Seller's Advantage, there are no agents. They can close in days, and they buy with cash. They'll even offer a $10,000 advance to help with moving and other expenses. Check out their reviews online and call for a no-obligation offer at 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-2747, and visit sellersadvantage.com.
Hey, it's Travis here for Prize Picks. You know Prize Picks by now, right? Pick more, pick less. It really is that easy. Why not take what is some of the best times of the year? You got baseball, basketball, football, hockey, everything you can think of, and make it even better with Prize Picks. All you have to do is pick more or less. And right now, you can win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. There's a reason that Prize Picks is the only real money daily fantasy platform with an injury insurance policy so that your lineups stay in play even if one of your favorite players gets injured. And if your player leaves in the first half and doesn't return, Prize Picks keeps your lineup alive. So why not join Prize Picks? It is the absolute best place to get real money sports action. Join over 10 million users, including me, and sign up today. Put in that promo code 710 when you sign up, and you're going to get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game.
Hey, pet parents. With Progressive's collision coverage, you get extra protection for your cat or dog, because there's nothing worse than seeing your pet hurt. Like when you see their face after accidentally stepping on their tail, and you say, "I'm so sorry, Mr. Pickles." But as you kiss his nose and rub his little belly welly, you know Mr. Pickles is thinking, "You betrayed me." Anywho, Progressive pays up to $1,000 in vet bills if your pet is injured in an auto accident. Learn more at Progressive.com and watch where you step. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Collision coverage subject to policy terms. Not available in all states.
Can't be home for the game?
Caught for the touchdown!
NFL Plus has you covered with live, local, and primetime games on the go.
What a game he's had.
On your mobile device, you can access live, local Sunday afternoon games and all the primetime action for Thursday night football, Sunday night football, and Monday night football.
Tonight was definitely their night.
Sign up for NFL Plus today at plus.nfl.com/radio. Subscription required for NFL Plus. Terms and conditions apply.
And it is Mason and Ireland, your Tuesday. What's on tap tonight thanks to Michelob Ultra? We got Lakers basketball. Lakers NBA Cup basketball. Coverage begins at 5:30 p.m. with Beto Duran live at Casa LA. By the way, why don't you come on out tonight at Casa LA? The perfect place to spend your Thanksgiving week. You meet Steve Mason, meet Beto, win fabulous prizes like tickets to watch Lakers Spurs tomorrow night in the Dome at Casa LA and experience NBA in shared reality, unlike anything you've seen before. Beto at Casa LA tonight, along with Mace, and Lakers tip-off at 7 p.m., in case I didn't finish the promo. Right now, though, more of Mason and Ireland, your Tuesday afternoon.
Please stay. I want you, I need you, oh God.
Hey, Mace, how was Adele?
Let me tell you something. I thought she was going to be spectacular. She was so much better than I could have expected.
Oh, I thought you were going the other way.
No.
I thought you did. I thought you were going to be spectacular, and she left it flat.
No.
It went the other way.
She was unreal. That is, now I've seen.
Well, so we should explain. For people that don't know, Mason's partner Juan had his 50th birthday recently, and they were trying to come up with something cool to do, so they went to Vegas to see Adele. And Mace, I can't remember if I included this in my email. I think I did. You went at a perfect time because that was the end of her run.
Correct.
And she says she's not doing another run, and she used the word for years.
Yeah.
So you got her just in time. So you show it was worth it. You're glad you went.
God. It was such a great show. It was so crazy how they staged it, gigantic screens, and like when she did Fire in the Rain, it started raining in front of her, and there was the piano blew up in flames. I mean, it was just like spectacular to look at. And I read today, John, that she is going to go get a degree in English Lit.
Wow.
That's what she intends to do with her downtime. Now, I'm thinking to myself, as I was watching Adele, and she's goofy as hell. She's like talking, and she was talking about Wicked. She was talking about all kinds of random stuff. And I thought, that's somebody I could hang out with. Like, Adele is somebody you could...
She comes to a lot of Laker games.
And I texted Momo, and Momo says, I will make sure you meet her the next time you and her are both at a game.
There you go.
Because
you got to go to a game.
I will.
And you got to stay for a
If
little
I know
while.
Adele's going to be there, I'm there. The chance to meet her would be great. But she's like somebody you could have a beer with. Like, I cannot picture... you wouldn't necessarily hang with Taylor Swift unless
Why
you Travis. She seems difficult. I'm going to be honest.
disagree,
She
but
seems
go
difficult.
ahead.
So do I. Jason Kelsey just said on Dan Patrick's show that Rich Eisen's show that, she's great.
He
We
has
love
to
her.
say that. He has.
He doesn't
his
have to say
brother's dating
anything.
her. Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
You're probably right.
Beyonce is spectacular. I saw her in concert. I don't feel like I could hang out with Beyonce. I think she's way too cool for me. Pink, I could hang out with Pink, and I could hang out with
cool.
Adele. Those are the two.
If Momo says, okay, Adele will meet you, but she won't meet you until after the Laker game is over.
Sure, I'll wait.
Mason would stay.
I would absolutely stay.
That's what it's going to take to get you to stay for a whole game.
He wouldn't arrive until the third quarter,
Right.
but he would stay.
See, it really sucks because Laker games are so inconveniently timed. Like, we're off at 3. You demoted us to middays.
Right. So what we're doing again.
So since we are off at like 3:15 now, you got to figure out a way to kill 4 hours before the game. I wish those games, John, were at 6:30. 6:30 would be a perfect start time for a Laker game.
If you gave me a magic wand,
yep,
that would be maybe the first thing I would use it on.
Yeah.
Move every Laker game to 6 o'clock.
At least get rid of all 7:30 start times.
7:30 is
late.
super late. Yeah. John, if they were to do that, would you smile?
Yeah, you know why?
Why?
Because I go to Monica Madden. Monica Madden
yeah.
was at the Laker game, the last Laker home game, the Denver game.
Yeah.
And right now, she's asking this simple question. Who's smiling in SoCal? If you go to our website, ESPNLA.com, you can nominate anybody who is making LA a better place. Could be anybody. A teacher, a coach. You can even nominate yourself. And if you do it, if you enter the contest, you could win prizes like sweet tickets, Sonic Care electric toothbrushes, whitening treatment, or the grand prize Invisalign. Enter now at ESPNLA.com. And remember, you're always smiling at Beverly Hills Ortho. Mace, I made a rookie mistake.
Uh-oh.
I did not. I changed bags on this trip.
Okay.
And I thought I grabbed all my toiletries, but
Yes.
I did not.
No.
So I didn't have a toothbrush. I had to go down to the gift shop and get a toothbrush.
Just a plain old toothbrush?
Boy, if you have an electric toothbrush
Oh.
and you switch back to plain, it must have been like when people walked around the earth with no shoes.
Because you have to do all the work. The toothbrush doesn't do any work.
Yeah, I had to brush my teeth for like 5 minutes to feel like I got them as clean as I do with 1 minute of my electric toothbrush. So
Yeah.
go enter that contest, ESPNLA.com. Hey, who's the one player that if the Lakers get, can I guess?
Sure.
All right.
This is some guy's opinion, but it's been mentioned multiple times by
Okay.
other writers, too.
Last night, I was flipping channels here in the beautiful Phoenix area, and I came across the Golden State-Brooklyn game.
Okay.
And I watched former Laker Dennis Schroeder carve up the Warriors.
Oh, that's an interesting
Is it
idea.
Dennis Schroeder?
It is not.
Who is
Same team, Dorian Finney-Smith?
No. It is Trae Young. This is Fran Leva from Fadeaway World. He is the latest sports journalist urging the Lakers to trade for Trae Young of the Atlanta Hawks. He says, quote, Young is the type of scorer who can take over games, something they're missing outside of LeBron and Davis. A deal like D'Angelo Russell, Jared Vanderbilt, Gabe Vincent, Max Christie, and a 2029 first-round pick could be tempting for the Hawks. It gives them depth, flexibility, more assets to build around their young core. And for the Lakers, getting Trae would mean fixing their point guard issues and giving them another go-to option in big moments.
All right, here I love Trae Young. I think he's a great player. He was the last college basketball player to lead the country in points and assists. But that's the case for Trae Young.
Yeah, now the big case against.
Well, it's not really against, but it makes you. It would make JJ's job a little harder because, Greg, I think it weakens you defensively.
Hell yes, it does.
Massively defensively.
And do you want to do that?
Right. And by the way, their defensive rating now is 27th in the league.
Right. So you want to bring
But, man, I'd be very tempted if I could get my hands on that dude.
So he's going to fix your three-point shooting almost immediately, right? So you're going to have him, Dalton Connect. You're going to have guys that can actually shoot the three. But your defensive, especially he has to start.
Yeah.
So now your starters would be Trae Young, Austin Reeves. Both your backcourt is terrible defensively now.
Yeah, you're right. It is.
Really,
Austin's not terrible defensively. I won't tell you that he's going to be all defense, but he competes.
Austin is he's a net neutral.
He's a net neutral.
I agree.
Sure, but he's not a good defender by any means. So, and then you have LeBron, who is a good defender when
he
wants
to be. Yeah.
But mostly is not a good defender. If Dalton Connect is in there, another
Dalton Connect is
bad
not a good defender.
So you're just looking at four guys who can't defend, and Anthony Davis, who's an amazing defender. So if you want to bring your defense fully down, sure, go after Trae Young.
The other thing is Trae Young has a massive contract.
Yes.
So that plays into it, too.
I would rather have a big guy than a point guard.
I agree.
Do you, John? Would you rather have a big guy or a point guard? If you can only solve one of those issues.
If the big guy would allow Anthony Davis to slide down to the 4 every game for a while, I think that's the home run.
Right.
But I mean, if you told me right now it came across the wire that the Lakers had traded for Trae Young, I would say, let's go. How fun would that be to watch?
It would be fun to watch, no question.
They would score a lot of points.
You're going to have to outscore everybody.
And it's kind of, by the way, it's kind of like the team I'm going to see tonight. Phoenix has 3 elite offensive players in Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, and Kevin Durant. None of them would be described as elite defensive players.
Yep.
And so that's the rub. You're robbing Peter to pay Paul, but it doesn't mean it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
All I know is that this team, every time it wins championships, it has an elite center and an elite big man. Another guy. I mean, you have Anthony Davis.
But I mean, they had JaVale and Dwight the year they won in 2020.
You always have somebody else alongside him that is.
Well, and by the way, guys, what if you could get Clint Capella put into the deal?
Oh, my God. Clint Capella would be a fantastic get. He is exactly what the Lakers need.
If you do that, I would be more apt to be like, yes, okay, let's make this happen.
Paint protector, shot
It's hard
blocker.
to do a trade that big, though. A lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
Why don't you just add, is it Bogdan that's there? Bogdanovich?
Sure, just throw everyone. Just take all their good players and give us all our bad players,
right.
and this is a great deal.
It has to all work out money-wise, right?
All right, coming up next for you, it is John Ireland's Wheel today. We will spin it, plus the other thing, the thing that if the Rams don't address, I don't think they can be make a legitimate run to the playoffs. I'll tell you what that is coming up, too. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, if you are hiring, you probably already know, it can take up to 11 weeks on average to fill an open job. Nobody has 11 weeks. Good news. If you're listening today, you can use ZipRecruiter, and you can do it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Ian Siegel, the guy who invented ZipRecruiter, puts it this way. We don't leave anything to chance. ZipRecruiter uses powerful matching technology. It's an algorithm, and it quickly finds and sends you the most qualified people for your roles. There is somebody out there right now that's perfect for your job. How are you going to find them? Use ZipRecruiter. They'll help you find candidates, and they'll help you do it quickly. How quickly? 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within 1 day. So just go to that web address to try ZipRecruiter for free. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Sedano and Cap.
Today at 3 p.m.
Hey, football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
I was like, man, this is my chance. So I was like, there's Ice Cube in the center of the diamond, and I'm going to go up there and join him and sing along. And the kid just came out in me, and I just couldn't resist.
The LA Afternoon Takeover. That's Sedano and Cap.
On 710 ESPN.
Los Angeles, your Rams will be back home on Sunday, December 8th as they take on the Buffalo Bills. All eyes will be on the Rams as Matthew Stafford will go head-to-head against Josh Allen and the Bills. The stage is set for an electric AFC-NFC matchup you don't want to miss. Grab your tickets today at therams.com/BUF. Again, that is therams.com/BUF to watch your Los Angeles Rams face off against the Buffalo Bills on Sunday, December 8th at SoFi Stadium. See you at the Rams house.
ESPN LA and Beverly Hills Orthodontics are teaming up this fall because we want to know who's smiling in SoCal. Go to ESPNLA.com and nominate who you think is making LA a better place. This can be a mentor, a teacher, a coach, a good Samaritan, a youngster who brightens your day. Tell us who's smiling and you could win some awesome prizes like sweet tickets from ESPN LA, Sonic Care electric toothbrushes, whitening treatment, and a grand prize of Invisalign from Beverly Hills Ortho. Enter now at ESPNLA.com and remember you're always smiling at Beverly Hills Orthodontics.
At the Home Depot, we know Saturdays are for college football. That's why we have everything you need to never miss a play. Like Bear Dynasty interior paint, their most durable one-coat hide paint ever. From a team color statement wall to a fan cave, complete with a mural honoring Nick Saban's 17-year dynasty.
Hey, I like that idea.
Nothing beats Bear Dynasty interior paint. It's everything you need all in one can.
Defend your game time with Bear and the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Valid only when intended to colors from the Bear Dynasty and Marquee Interior One-Coat Hide Color Collection.
FX's grotesquerie.
This killer is someone who knows anatomy.
From executive producer Ryan Murphy.
Detective, you have an entire family murdered.
Niecy Nash Betts.
The monster is out here!
Courtney B. Vance.
God knows what darkness we let in.
And Travis Kelsey.
There's no future after this.
FX's Grotesquerie. All new Wednesdays on FX. Stream on Hulu.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. And we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
Ireland?
Are you saying you want me to ask the question?
Right, I teased John Ireland's wheel today. Do you have something? Do you want me to do something?
The problem with doing that is you have to tell me.
I said it on the air.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah,
part.
I said it was John's wheel, but that's okay. I can do something here.
Okay.
All right.
No, I've got one if you need
All right.
one.
Yeah, do it.
So,
because I was just going to make something up.
Charles Barkley says that TNT, when they cut this trade with ESPN, they're going to air their pregame show on ESPN next season.
Yes.
Barkley said no one told him. He found out getting texts from people at ESPN and in the media. Nobody, and he's not happy about it. He basically feels like for all they've done at TNT, that they deserve to be in the loop. And this reminds me of the time that Amanda hired Greg without telling you and me. She basically said, oh, by the way, I've hired a new producer. His name is Greg. He starts on Monday.
Yep, the day after the Super Bowl.
And it all worked out. So
it all did work out.
Amanda was right. And I think had we met Greg, we would have signed off on it because Greg's very presentable.
But her
in
big
person.
thing was, I'm not going to let you meet the person. I'm not going to let you interview the person, not hang out with the person.
Which I don't understand that.
I don't either. It was a bad management move is what it was.
Here's what Barkley says. If I was going to trade somebody that I had respect for and appreciate, I would at least give them a heads up.
Yes.
I wouldn't let them hear about it from other people or on the internet. So here's my question. If your boss, we'll put it in terms of everything, if Greg leaves, if Greg gets a new job tomorrow and he leaves.
Yes.
Okay. And Sam, or it would probably be Morales. Morales is running our place. Morales hires a new producer to work with us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But he doesn't tell us.
Yeah.
Should we just shut up and say, you know what? We work for you. That's the way the world works. We'll make it work. Or should we be outraged?
Okay. So first, let me just say about Morales. I don't think he would do this. I think Morales has a much better handle on things. I think he would talk to us, and I think would meet the person.
Yeah, Chris is pretty good at that stuff.
I think it would be really inappropriate. Now, in the case of Barkley, who is going to pay him?
TNT.
Turner.
Still. Yeah.
Turner. So he's essentially continuing to work with Turner despite the fact that the show is going to air on ESPN. I don't think this is a gigantic deal. Same people are going to sign his checks. It's the same amount of money. It just is on a different outlet. And ideally, you would want him to know and not see it on Twitter or whatever it is, but I don't think it's that big a deal.
And also, but Greg, if they had it to do over again, don't you think they would have given Ernie and Shaq and Barkley and Kenny a heads up?
No, because they're not actually traded to ESPN. Everything is still happening at Turner. Everything's happening in Atlanta. It's their entire staff. Everything's the same. It's just airing on ESPN. That's it. It's just
right.
It's
they
just
don't
farmed
think,
out.
You don't
essentially,
think this is a thing? It's no big deal that they didn't tell him.
No, I don't think it's a big deal.
I mean,
at all.
ideally you tell them, but I don't think it's a big deal that they didn't. I mean, for
It's not an
me, they're
outrage.
just going on Spectrum. They're going from channel 42 to channel 64.
Right.
It's just a couple of numbers.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's that
still
big a
getting
deal.
the exact same product,
Yes.
just on a different channel.
I remember when Caron Butler played for us, and the Lakers traded him, and he was Kobe's best friend on the team.
Right.
And Mitch Kupchak didn't tell Kobe. And Kobe was furious. And I thought that was a mistake by Mitch because even though it's well within his right, he's the general manager
Sure.
and Kobe is a player. Like Rob Pelinka always says, he looks at his relationship with LeBron and AD as a partnership.
Yep.
And if you're in a partnership, you wouldn't make a move like that without telling the other person. And that's what I think happened here. I think that somebody at Turner should have given Barkley a heads up. Because what if Barkley was so mad he wouldn't go?
But
he's walking away from what, $100 million?
Yeah, but he was ready to do that already.
But again, nothing's actually changing.
Yeah, he's still working for the same people
They're
with the
still
same people.
doing that show. It's not. ESPN has nothing to do with this besides
Right,
putting
but
it
Greg,
on the
you
air.
don't get to decide what makes Barkley mad.
Well, yeah, but
he's mad.
what makes Barkley's mad? But I mean, he's going to get over it. He's not going
Right.
to. By the time we get to him being on ESPN, it's all going to be.
And actually, he should be very happy because the show stays on the air. It was going to stop after this year, and ESPN said, "Hey,
Right.
we'll just put it on."
They were talking about him going to work for NBC or whatever. I
you
mean,
were a free agent.
Now
you
he
get
gets
to
stay with his own people.
He should actually be happy.
Yeah.
That was the
that was
management version of saying that.
Correct. Yeah, of course
you should
it
be
was.
happy you
Of course
still have
it
a
was,
job.
Yes. Hey, you know where I'm going to be tonight, Ireland?
Cosm.
Cosm, exactly right.
I'm a little jealous.
And if you have not been to Cosm, Brian Cohen's going to be there tonight.
Right, first time.
Tonight, we're going to be watching the Lakers NBA Cup game versus the Phoenix Suns in shared reality. And if you want to get a little taste of Cosm, I'll be there tonight. I'll probably get there about 6:30 or so. Game tips off at 7. Beto Duran is at Cosm. He's doing pregame and postgame for the Lakers live from Cosm. All that stuff going on. Get to Cosm in Inglewood tonight, and you'll get a taste of exactly what we've been talking about. And Brian Cohen, full review coming tomorrow.
Nice.
By the way, can you believe the Lakers' luck? All right, so the Suns are a completely different team depending on whether or not Kevin Durant plays.
Sure.
I'll give you some numbers that are pretty staggering.
Okay.
The Suns' record with Durant this year is 8-1.
Whew.
Without him, 1-6. He's that important. They've lost their last 5 games in a row because Durant didn't play in any of them. Tonight, Durant comes back, just coincidentally, because they're playing the Lakers. It's on national TV. It's an NBA Cup game. Both Durant and Bradley Beal come back tonight.
So
Now-
they're going to get full strength Phoenix.
Right. So the Lakers are really lucky. I'm happy because I love watching Durant play. I think it makes the games more fun. And the Lakers did beat them with Durant early in the season in Game 2.
So they were the one. That was the one game they lost with Durant.
Right. But he's a week later, less than a week later, the Lakers came down here to Phoenix and Durant beat them. So what do you think happens tonight?
Let me see here. You know what? I think it's what's the line? What's the line on this game? Probably.
If I had to guess,
5.5.
I have it right here.
No. If I had to, don't say it, Greg. If I had to guess, I would say Phoenix by 4.
I would say 5.5.
It's Phoenix by 2.5.
2.5. All right. So some respect for the Lakers. I like the Lakers to win tonight. I think they can win this game. It's not an easy game. I mean, as you mentioned, with Durant coming back. But I think when the Lakers are right, they can beat any team in the league. And, they got to snap out of this 2-game losing streak.
If they look like they did against Denver, they're not going to win this game. And I don't understand also why Phoenix has 7 days off, a full week.
Greg, I'm glad you brought it up. I've never seen it. I've never seen.
That's actually an unfair advantage, isn't it?
They haven't played since last Wednesday.
Oh, that's not right. So we're getting them with a week's. No wonder Durant's back. They haven't had to do anything for a week.
And and the Lakers played on Saturday, tonight, and tomorrow. So this is the front end of a back-to-back, too.
By the way, and for tomorrow, Wemby is reportedly back now for San
he's
Antonio.
been back. He's played the last 2 games.
Yeah, he's been screwing up my fantasy
Wemby
team.
at Cosm is going to be unbelievably
Yeah,
cool.
Bergman's going tomorrow.
I'm going to be there tomorrow to see that. That's pretty cool.
For people that don't know, he's a legit 7'4", and LeBron has described him as an alien.
Yep.
Because he can shoot threes, he can post up, he can block. He can almost dunk Mace without jumping.
Yeah.
That's how tall this dude is.
Yeah, it's crazy how good he is.
You want to go tomorrow with me, Brian? You go 2 days in a row?
We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
See how it goes.
Greg, do you want to invite me again, even though I'm in
So if you want to fly in from
you could do the
San
game
Antonio,
live from Cosm.
You can.
Yeah.
Beto does it.
Do the play-by-play live from Cosm.
It would be something different. You can actually be watching it on the screen.
By the way, and Brian, food is great at Cosm.
I'm looking forward to it.
I've heard.
The
flatbread pizza, excellent. The Korean-style nachos through the roof.
Lemon pepper wings, apparently.
Lemon pepper wings. Laura got in on some of
is
that.
Lou Williams coming?
Sweet Lou could be
we
there
can invite
tonight.
him. I have extra tickets, Lou.
All right, so here we go, people. It is sports graffiti time. Ireland, sports graffiti has been really solid lately.
Yeah, it was good while you were gone, too.
So 877-710-ESPN. Whatever you got is fair. Lakers in their Lakers Cup and the NBA Cup game tonight in Phoenix. Rams making a playoff push after that terrible loss to Philly on Sunday night. We talked about yesterday, Intuit Dome completely empty. I can't quite figure out what's going on there for nobody showing up at Clipper games.
It's expensive.
It's not.
What do you mean it's not? To park costs $70.
For the wall, it's $48 a game.
Yeah, but Mace, you have to
$48
pay $70
a game
to park.
I have a friend that went the other night. He says the place was half empty, the wall was half empty, and the wall tickets are only $48.
Yeah, but I mean, all the other stuff is going to cost you. We should get into it later.
Yeah, we will.
They've done some things wrong.
All right. We'll get to that coming up. 877-710-ESPN. Whatever you got, any subject, 15, 20 seconds, it's all on you. All right, so I am on Sleeper Picks every single day. Cohen, you still playing Sleeper Picks?
Oh, every day, baby.
I do it every single day. I had one roll in last night for NFL and did Ladd McConkey screwed me.
Over? Yeah,
I had
yards.
less than with McConkey, and he went more than. All you got to do is pick 2 players, take more or less in the stats, and here's what I'm rolling tonight. You can win 100 times your money. I'm going to go AD double-double. Easy. That's easy. I stick double-doubles in there because they're easy.
Those are some easy ones.
Wemby more than 3.5 blocks tonight. LeBron more than 8.5 assists. He's been a roll in the assist department. Dalton Connect more than 1.5 threes. And Austin Reeves more than 2.5 threes. That is for 7 times my money and gives me a little action to follow while I'm watching the Lakers game too. Sleeper is really fun. You can get action on all the games you watch. You can add the excitement. Always fun to have that little extra on the game. You can download Sleeper today. They've got a limited time offer. Use code 710. They will match your deposit up to $1,500. So put in $1,500, use code 710, you get $1,500 in credit. What are you waiting for? Play the fastest growing daily fantasy game, my official daily fantasy app. It is Sleeper. It's the better way to play daily fantasy. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
710 ESPN, the destination for LA sports this fall.
Here comes LeBron and slam dunk right in Paul George's face and a foul.
Lakers basketball.
Got it back. Another 3. Good. What a night for Austin Reeves.
Rams football.
Cup of the 6. Cup to the pylon. Touchdown, Cooper Cup. Touchdown, LA.
The USC Trojans.
Hands off the marks. Up the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown. They're going wild in half of this stadium as the Trojans
see.
Oh, flip for LA Football Club, Diddy!
The LA Kings and Angels baseball.
The all-new ESPN LA app, your destination for LA sports.
Martin Lawrence, the Y'all Know What It Is tour. You know you gaining weight when you walk and you feel like somebody following you. Friday, December 6th at Crypto.com Arena. Tickets on sale now at AXS.com.
Hey, John Ireland here. If you've been thinking about selling your home, the real estate market is changing. Before you call an agent, call Seller's Advantage. Seller's Advantage is focused on the seller's needs and will make you a competitive cash offer and can close in days. No agents, no commissions. Getting your home ready to list can be expensive and complicated. You don't want a lot of people coming in and out of your house. Seller's Advantage makes the selling process easy so that the sellers walk away happy. They may even offer you a $10,000 advance to help with moving expenses. Get a no-obligation offer at 888-390-AS-IS. That's 888-390-AS-IS. 888-390-2747. Or go to sellersadvantage.com.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Next Gen is the official plumbing, heating, and AC company of SoCal sports fans. For just $14.99 a month, enjoy year-round coverage for all your plumbing, heating, and AC needs. No unexpected timeouts, just total peace of mind. As a Next Gen member, you get complimentary multi-point tune-ups, annual water heater flushes, plumbing safety inspections, and VIP 2-hour priority service. Don't miss out. Call 833-3-NEXGEN today or visit nextgenaaronplumbing.com.
NEXGEN, call 833-3NEXTGEN. Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Winning matters, especially after an accident. At calljacob.com, we're here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
And it is Mason and Ireland, your Tuesday. What's on tap tonight thanks to Michelob Ultra? We got Lakers basketball. Lakers NBA Cup basketball. Coverage begins at 5:30 p.m. with Beto Duran. Live at Casa LA. By the way, why don't you come on out tonight at Casa LA? The perfect place to spend your Thanksgiving week. You meet Steve Mason, meet Beto, win fabulous prizes like tickets to watch Lakers Spurs tomorrow night in the Dome at Casa LA and experience NBA in shared reality, unlike anything you've seen before. Beto at Casa LA tonight, along with Mace, and Lakers tip-off at 7 p.m., in case I didn't finish the promo. Right now, though, more of Mason and Ireland, your Tuesday afternoon.
All right, Ireland's in Phoenix. Every line in the entire building is lit.
Excellent.
Over in the MC side of all those phones are lit too.
They're all lit, but there's nobody actually over there.
Yeah, there's nobody over there. They painted, and so the only guy over there is Mark Cates today. So he's finally getting some work done. All right, let's go to Spoiler Jerry. Spoiler Jerry, what did we spoil? You're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey guys, how you doing? Happy Thanksgiving, by the way.
Hey, same to you.
You guys were talking about how your show got changed to a different hour.
Yes.
And I was thinking, you know, you guys should have a name for your show. You know, like First Take has a name. You should be called High Noon, since you guys partake in the CBD and the cannabis. You know,
I don't hate that idea.
Okay, but
in Ireland.
Yeah. So hang on one second. I think there was a show called High Noon on ESPN. It was the one with Pablo Torre and
Bomani Jones.
And
it was promptly canceled. So it would probably be a bad omen.
Yeah, let's not let's not do that.
One season.
Let's go to Dominic. Dominic, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Dominic.
Mason, Ireland, just calling to give a big shout-out to our UCLA Bruins women's basketball team.
Yeah!
Ranked number 1 in the nation after the blowout win on Sunday. I was there for the game. You had to see it to believe it. Good stuff, you guys. Thanks for the show.
Awesome. Thank you, man. Yeah, USC lost this week, but UCLA with the big upset. Well, it was an upset, yeah. And now they're number 1 in the country. Sure, they beat
First time they've ever been number 1 in women's basketball.
Oh,
ever.
That's great.
43 straight games that South Carolina had won.
Yeah, amazing. Let's go to John. John, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, John.
this is such a Laker town, and, we're a little bit disturbed after the loss to the Denver Nuggets. But, I really am more so disturbed that Rob Pelinka is really, he's fumbling away LeBron's last few good years. Anthony Davis is not a banger. He's a skilled big man. And when you see a guy like Trace Jackson Davis, the starting center for the Golden State Warriors, and how good he is, and the guy he drafted last year, Jalen Hood-Schifino, they were on the same team, the Indiana Hoosiers.
Yeah.
He was in the gym with Trace Jackson Davis, and he couldn't see the talent there. And he drafts as a scrub, and Jalen Hood-Schifino, who can't throw a pea in the ocean. So Rob Pelinka is really the problem here.
Okay, so a couple things. Rob Pelinka's not done. Something's going to happen.
We said that last year.
Yeah, but something's going to happen. They're going to address some issues through the trade market coming up.
Hope so.
I tend to agree. I think Jalen Hood-Schifino is just not there.
Well,
I
here's
think
what's
that's going to go down as a bust pick.
Yeah, here's what's interesting about that call. So a year ago, what most GMs do is they draft on potential.
Yeah.
And Jalen Hood-Schifino was a freshman on that Indiana team, and Trace Jackson Davis was a senior. He played 4 years.
Yep.
So whatever happened last year, the Lakers fell into this trap that everybody falls into of, well, if he played 4 years and he wasn't able to jump to the NBA, then he might not be good. Jalen Hood-Schifino might be great in 3 years. And so that's what they did. And everybody, and then right after Jalen Hood-Schifino got taken, Brandon Jemski got drafted, Jaime Jaquez got drafted, Cam Whitmore got drafted.
All better.
Okay, so give Rob credit for this. He learned his lesson. This year, everybody, first 16 picks, all passed on Dalton Connect because they said he was in school for 4 years. He was at 2 different schools. If he would have been good enough to play in the NBA, he would have jumped 3 years ago. We don't want him.
Yeah.
Rob took him, and now look. He was probably the first or second best player in the draft. So hopefully moving forward, the Lakers look at the 4-year guys more.
Yeah, so basically blew last year's draft. This year's draft, I think they nailed. I think Dalton Connect has a chance to be Rookie of the Year.
He was, and by the way, Trace Jackson Davis, I mean, he was just found. He was a second-round pick. It says 57th overall. So he just happened to be good. So
yeah, well, Greg, you know who he is?
Pick. Yeah,
he's
Dale Davis's
he's Austin Reeves.
Yeah.
Austin Reeves didn't get drafted at all, and the second the draft ended, Rob Pelinka called him and goes, "Hey, we're surprised you didn't get drafted. Come to our camp."
Right.
And that's how the Lakers got him for almost nothing.
Yeah.
So you can criticize Rob for the Jalen Hood-Schifino pick if you want to.
Yeah, we can.
But then
he
you got to
nailed
credit
this year.
him for Austin Reeves and Dalton Connect.
Sure. Let's go to, I think this is Pedro. Pedro, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Pedro.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Pedro.
I usually don't call in unless I'm going to win some tickets, but I just had to call in because I thought it was really funny that you guys were talking about Barkley not being told and all the guys not being told by TNT, because Mason's the guy that didn't tell John that he was getting fired.
Oh, you're right.
Just wanted to bring that up. That's all, guys. Have a good day.
All right, thank you. Yeah.
Well, there's always politics involved.
Well, the
with all
hardest
this
part
stuff.
of any job, John, as you like to say, is doing what your boss wants.
Right, and a lot of times your boss is an idiot.
Yeah, and he
So,
was an idiot.
So and you
Both
either
of
do
them.
what he
Two
wants
idiots. I
or
had
go
two
work
idiots I was working
somewhere
for.
else. So maybe Barkley's boss at TNT is an idiot, or maybe, like Greg says, he shouldn't say anything because he's still getting paid and he still has a job.
I mean, it doesn't matter if he said something or not. It's not even that he's getting paid. He's doing exactly the same thing. Nothing is changing for him.
Right, it's just channels.
Yeah.
Just channels. So let's go to Brandon. Brandon, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Brandon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Before I get to my point, loved having O'Shea on. Need him on more. His Charles Barkley quick impersonation got me busting
really
up
funny.
laughing.
Yeah,
that's good.
It's hilarious. Need him on more. But rough day for LA sports. I just got to say, what is Robinson doing? You're having a great season. Why are you drinking and driving? So love your take. Bummed that happened. But anyways, have a great one, boys.
Yeah.
What he's talking about is DeMarcus Robinson of the Rams got arrested for a DUI. Was it last night, Mace, or 2 nights ago?
Well, I don't know. I read the story today. I don't know which night it was.
Now, what's interesting about that is, for example, if any of us, if Greg or Brian or Mace or I did that, we'd be fired the next day. But in sports, it doesn't always work that way because athletes have a unique skill set that cannot be replaced.
Wait a minute. You're saying I have a skill set that cannot be I can be replaced?
Yes,
I'm saying that if you did what DeMarcus Robinson did,
Got a
I don't
DUI?
think you'd survive it. Do you?
I don't know. Would you survive a DUI?
A DUI and driving 100 miles an
Well,
hour?
the 100 miles an hour is like super, super reckless.
Right.
While
I don't
drunk?
think I.
By the way, while drunk,
better.
yes.
If you think you would survive it, that's you. If I did it, I don't think I'd survive it at either job. But
well, doing exactly what he did, absolutely not. But I wonder.
But I think he might.
Coaches survive DUIs, right?
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he might.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah, and I, by the way, I just think I am of the belief that one DUI you lose your license. That's it's too easy to
Totally
not.
agreed.
I don't understand why everybody is in agreement with that stance. That makes perfect sense to me.
I mean, it costs like $10,000 just to get through the whole thing.
Right.
You should lose your license too.
Yeah. Let's go to Josh. Josh, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Josh.
Hey, let me make 2 points really quick. One about the Clippers and one about your demographic. Number one, about the Clippers, I'm a Clipper fan, dude. I'm glad we didn't sign Paul George. I would not go to any of those games this year. They suck. There's nothing worth for unless I'm cheering for the other team. As far as your demographic, I'm 47. Yep. I make about $4,000, $4,500 a month. I'm not privileged and entitled as you and John are. You guys can afford to go to those places. You guys are in privileged positions that not a lot of people have.
Yes.
And then, it kind of irks me when you guys talk about, we're going to go to Terranea, we're going to go to Vegas, we're going to go to Cosm. That's cool, but the common folk, we can't afford all that stuff.
Okay, but wait a minute. Let me come back at you a little bit on that. Let's say, where'd you go on your last family vacation?
He hung up.
Oh, did he? I mean, the reason I tell people to go to Terranea is because, Mace, you looked into going to Hawaii.
Right.
It's uber expensive. The airline tickets are expensive. The hotels are expensive. If I could save you, if family of four, if I could save you $2,000 to $3,000 in airline tickets, why wouldn't you go to Terranea?
Yeah.
And we know everybody can't afford it, but that's for people that are committed to going on vacation, and you think you have to go out of town, you got to go to, Puerto Rico or Costa Rica or Hawaii. You don't. Terranea's got all that stuff.
But if Josh's point is we are people of privilege, there is no question about that. And I am, honestly, I'm grateful every day for that because it could have gone any which way, and I happened to land here. And, yep, I've done really well for myself, so I go out and I try to experience things. In part, so I got, content for I talk about this stuff on the show. But, yeah, we are lucky people.
So what we do also is that, like with Cosm, he mentioned Cosm as well. You're going to Cosm tonight. We're telling you to come down. You can come down and hang out with us. It's all free. You may not get into the actual dome.
But there's
you can
gigantic screens.
And
we're giving away tickets for so people can go for free tomorrow, right?
Exactly. You can win tickets into the dome tonight and tomorrow. So there's a chance. We're trying to give that chance for you to actually see the things that we talk about consistently.
Yeah. Ireland, I think he makes that. That's an interesting point.
It's very true.
Do we come off as like we're bragging here?
I don't care. Here's the thing. I don't think anybody should do anything that they can't afford.
Right.
I mean, everybody has different levels of affordability.
Yeah.
And so, when we read these spots, for example, for Cosm, if you can't afford Cosm, don't go. But if you can and you want to try and win tickets so you can go for free tomorrow night, then go.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not telling you have to do these things.
Right.
We're suggesting you can do them and that they're fun.
Yes.
So just do it within your own budget.
Yeah, exactly. Cosm tonight, be there. Cosm Inglewood, I'll be there. Along with Beto Duran, who's doing pre- and post-game for the Lakers. It is just show up.
Is Beto doing pre from Cosm tonight or tomorrow night?
Tonight.
Oh, okay.
Pre, half, and post.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he'll be live from Cosm tonight. So come on out to Cosm tonight, Cosm and Inglewood. You'll be blown away. I promise. All right, there's your sports graffiti for today. I've got the scorecard for this weekend on the Big Five picks. Ireland.
I don't feel like I did well.
I don't think anybody did well, Ireland.
By the way, your feelings are not necessarily correct. In last place, Bergman. 1-4.
That was bad.
Pepe got a couple right, but he's only 2-3.
Wait, I only got last night's game right? That's it?
You got
I got Baltimore.
You got Baltimore. You lost on Niners, Rams, Raiders, and UCLA.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see. Who's next? Brian Cohen went 4-1.
Way to go, Brian.
That's unheard of.
Time for
Come
everything.
on now.
Yeah, he has improved to Brian Cohen is now 23-27, 46%. Michael Thompson went 3-2. I went 3-2. Is that everybody? Yeah, that's everybody.
No, what did I do?
Oh, Ireland 4-1.
Nice
That
job,
surprises
Ireland.
me.
Yeah,
so
4-1.
UCLA was the one I missed?
Yeah, UCLA was the one you missed.
And that stupid backdoor cover for USC killed me.
Yeah, it was.
All USC had to do was sit on the ball, but they scored that late TD, and it screwed me.
Yeah, it's a shame.
And then the field goal at the end.
Well, hey,
yeah.
it's not a shame because you get Lincoln Riley now.
Well, look, we knocked UCLA out of a bowl game.
That's what's
Yeah, we
keeping
were
them
never
in.
going to a bowl game anyway.
We're going to keep Notre Dame out of the college football playoff.
You
by
ain't
beating
winning
them
that
on
game.
Oh,
You're
yes, we
losing
are.
that game.
They haven't played anybody all year.
They haven't.
USC
but
would
you're not
kick
winning
the
that game.
snot out of Northern Illinois, a team that beat Notre Dame earlier this year. They've played a crap schedule. I don't think they deserve to be in the playoff. But USC is going to close that deal on.
All right, I
on
will
Saturday.
I'll make you an offer.
Okay.
I know we haven't talked about mythical money in a long time.
Yeah.
And you have much more than I do.
Right.
I will go all in on Notre Dame.
Wow.
You can
I
wipe
like it.
me out
For
for
the
the
year?
year if you take this bet. And if
John.
you lose, Greg, how much money do I have?
$92,000.
Mace, $92K on Notre Dame. And who's favored? Do we know?
I'm sure
it's
Notre
like
Dame
Notre
is
Dame by
favored,
like
but I'm
4.5,
looking
but I'll
looking
give
for
it.
the odds right now.
Do you want to just call it straight up?
No. We
Okay,
need
so if
that spread.
USC's favored, I get the points.
Yeah, but I don't think USC's favored.
Okay,
then.
so
I'm
we're
pretty
doing
sure.
points.
We're doing points.
Yeah, I think USC will be favored.
No, I don't think so. At home.
No.
Look it
No,
up.
it's at home.
We're looking. We're
I
looking.
got it. Notre Dame is minus 7.5.
Yeah,
No.
minus 7.5.
Yep.
Oh, I can't do it for 7.5. They're not going to win by that much. Mace, will you let me do it for? Well, I'll tell you. I was going to say 6, but I'll give you the. Let's just take the hook out. 7.
Okay, done. So,
Okay, wait, but
$92,000
shouldn't we
mythical dollars.
You don't want a hook because you need the hook to because
Yeah,
you don't get it.
No. If it's a push, it's a push.
It's a push. It's a push.
Okay.
He fought for half a point. Fought for the hook.
I just want the bet. I want the bid.
$92K. All right.
Yeah.
You know what's really a big problem for the Rams, Ireland?
What?
I'll tell you next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, you heard us just a minute ago talking about Terranea. Beto was at Terranea for the last few days. It's like going to Hawaii without getting on a plane. It is the greatest resort anywhere in Southern California, and the way you can learn about it is go to their website, terranea.com, terranea.com. If you want to be blown away by views, by accommodations, by personal service, you got to check out Terranea. Ralph Grippo, the guy who runs it, I've known for more than 20 years. He's the best hotel executive in the world, and I stay at over 100 hotels a year because of my job. So check out Terranea if you're looking for a getaway. My buddy Kevin Reese came and saw me the other day. He's just going to go down and do a day trip. He's not even going to spend the night. He's going to go down there and eat, hang out at the spa, do it that way. That's an option for you. Check out that website, terranea.com, terranea.com, terranea.com.
Whether you need a big stop late in the game.
Edwards downloaded DiVincenzo. Blocked by Davis again. Another block for Anthony Davis. Here's Reeves. Lay it up and in.
A free ball from downtown.
Davis for 3. Good! Anthony Davis!
Or a power slam in the paint.
LeBron down the middle. Alley-oop! AD for the dunk.
AD is doing it all this season.
We're going to empower him as much as he wants to be empowered. If he wants to be first team All-NBA and he wants to be in the MVP conversation all year long, we're going to empower him to do that.
You know, for me, I'm just trying to be aggressive and do what I have to do to help the team win. You know, Jay want me to be the hub, and but my job remains the same, to come out and be aggressive and let the team feed off of that.
LeBron's got it. Full head of steam. LeBron to AD. Slam dunk.
Catch every thrill from AD in the Lake Show this season, right here on 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, it's Cappy. You've heard me talk about my personal situation with my divorce and subsequent custody battle in the past, and I know that you need a team behind you to get the justice you deserve. My friend Mark Reel and his team at Real Fathers Rights are here to help you guys. Visit realfathersrights.com/710. That's REEL, realfathersrights.com/710, or call 323-870-1611. That's 323-870-1611. Real Fathers Rights, the Father's Rights Attorneys. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and there's extensive water damage. This is when it can feel as though your relationship with your insurance has become an abusive one. They don't agree that you need a replacement living arrangement, despite it being glaringly obvious. Then, the insurance adjuster leaves you hanging. You feel abandoned with a home that is no longer livable, and you now have no other choice than to use the insurance contractor to make repairs, which includes their brazen attempt at lowballing the estimate. Okay, so here's what you do. You take a deep breath, then you call Avner Gatt. They're one of California's largest public adjusting firms, and trust me, size does matter in this case because Avner Gatt has experienced it all. Insurance companies can make you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope in getting your home back together. Avner Gatt knows exactly how to handle these situations. Not only do they have extensive knowledge on how to handle your dilemma, but they remain passionate about helping people. It's why Avner and his family continue to take the calls themselves at Avner Gatt Inc. They cover all of Southern California, and if I haven't convinced you with all of these truth bombs thus far, just check out what seems to be a never-ending stream of 5-star reviews on Yelp, Google, and the Better Business Bureau. So, whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is at home, call Avner Gatt today. 818-917-5256. That's 818-917-5256. And you can go online to avnergatt.com.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, board-certified urologist and senior vice president of men's sexual health at HIMSS. In my 12 years of practice as a reproductive urologist, I've helped many guys with ED, and it has never been more convenient to treat than it is right now, thanks to HIMSS. It really wasn't easy before. You had to take time out of your day, come to a physical office, and see a specialist like me in person. Now, through HIMSS.com, you can get world-class sexual health care and a full range of treatment options for ED through a 100% online process. It starts with a free assessment from a medical provider licensed in your state who can determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. So don't wait. Join the hundreds of thousands of guys who've gotten help for their ED through HIMSS.
To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% off brand name prices, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles, and we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
You know what I think of when I think of Thanksgiving? 2 words.
Stuffing.
2 words.
Pumpkin pie.
Different 2 words. Ireland, any guess?
I'm with Greg. I was going to guess pumpkin pie.
Nope, it's
cornbread stuffing. That'll be my guess.
Crown Royal.
Crown Royal.
Wow.
Crown
You're gonna
Royal.
get drunk, huh?
So when I was a kid,
I love whiskey.
When I was a kid, we always went to Altoona, Pennsylvania, for deer season and for Thanksgiving. My dad would go deer hunting, and every Wednesday we would drive into Altoona the day before Thanksgiving, and it was the one time my dad would have that purple bag with the Crown Royal, and he brought it for my grandfather, and we had a shot every single year, probably starting at 6 years old, 7 years old. I had a shot of Crown Royal the day before Thanksgiving, so I always think of Crown Royal. I don't think that's a good thing, by the way. I don't think it's a good thing to let
It's not a bad
kids
thing.
to let your little kids drink Crown Royal. Like, what's the Crown Royal cutoff age?
Probably 21.
Is it just a sip?
No. It was like it was a little baby shot.
More than a shot is a problem.
Yes.
Right, well, no, we weren't. It wasn't like.
I mean, even a full shot is a problem. Like for a kid?
For a kid.
That's going to get them hammered.
But
They're going to be in their bed
I
throwing
think
up.
that's the idea. I think they wanted us to go to bed is exactly what it was.
I mean, the amount that you can put on a finger and like put it on their teeth, for babies teething.
Right. I
right
had brandy in my bottle, I've been told. So what Ireland, do you have any Thanksgiving tradition? I know you're not going to be home this year, but do you have any Oh, are you?
Yeah, I get back super late tomorrow night.
Oh,
no,
okay.
we're laying low this year. My mom's coming up. Well, my mom's not driving yet,
Okay.
so Lisa's going down to pick up my mom, and then she's coming up. And I'm going to sit around, eat a lot, and watch football. It's weird because I have a road game the night before and a home game the night after.
Oh, yeah.
So I've got to do a lot of work, but I'm laying low. Are you going somewhere?
No. Mom is coming to town. We are having Thanksgiving at my house. And the only thing we really have planned is we're going to go see. Nothing says Thanksgiving like going to see Gladiator 2. We're going on Thursday morning.
Now, have you seen Wicked yet?
No, Wicked is Friday. We're doing the whole
Wicked.
experience. Now, I've heard Wicked is so good that it might win Best Picture.
What have you heard about Gladiator 2?
I heard it's pretty damn good.
I heard Denzel's amazing.
It's in the 80s on Rotten Tomatoes. I think Wicked is like at 95% or something like that. Apparently, it's great.
Well, don't you guys think that Ariana Grande, it's almost like she was created to play this part?
Yeah.
She's perfect for it.
AMC has signs up that say no singing in Wicked.
Right, because they're afraid that people are going to go in and they think it's a sing-along.
Exactly.
They have sing-alongs, but if it's not specifically a sing-along, you should shut up.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're going to go to opening night, I would stay away if you don't want to hear singing. I assume that most people are going to go there and sing along.
Greg, nobody loves show tunes as much as I do. I would never sing in a theater where it would ruin the song that's playing on the screen.
Yeah.
Why can't people make that distinction?
Although, John, I'll say this. When I went to see Wicked, I've seen it. I saw it at, I guess, the Pantages.
Wait, the play you're talking
a number of years back. Yeah. And it was there were a lot of women and girls who knew every word to every single song.
But were they singing out loud?
Yeah, they were singing along.
You shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
They're going to do it at the movie theater. I
I'm
guarantee.
paying money to hear Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo sing, and I don't want to hear you sing. Now, there are sing-alongs if you want to do that.
Sure. And I'm sure there will be Wicked sing-alongs. I don't even know the song, except for, is there anything else?
Isn't Defying Gravity in Wicked?
Yeah.
Yeah, how's that one go? It's,
Defying Gravity.
Like Greg said.
Yeah, like that.
Is that one?
Yeah.
Hey,
and then,
know the words.
is there there's another song called Popular that's really good.
Gonna be popular.
Popular.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ariana Grande is perfect for that.
So, Ireland, I'm done. I'm just done.
With?
Done with Josh Carty. I'm done.
That's it? It's over now.
You'd make a late season change at kicker.
I think there needs to be at least a competition. He has now missed field goals in 3 straight games and 4 of his last 6 games. And some of these are chip shots, and they're not even close.
Last night was in like the 40s, right? Or Sunday night?
47. Remember, this is a guy that Sean McVay had a chance to ice that game against New England with a 52-yard field goal, and he said, I don't feel so good about that. I'm going to punt.
Yeah, so McVay's lost confidence.
Yeah, has lost. And, a terrible slump. Maybe he bounces back next year, but as of right now, I would officially open a kicker competition for the Rams. I think McVay has lost some faith in him. I've lost total faith in him. I want somebody else. The Carty parties have stopped.
Isn't it weird that it really is the only position in sports where if you fail, you're immediately at risk of losing your job?
Yes.
Like if Matthew Stafford had a few bad games, we wouldn't have a discussion to cut him. No. Even if Kyron Williams had a few bad games, and he's young.
He's had a bunch of bad games.
He's had a bunch of
We wouldn't
fumbles.
say cut him. I mean, not during the season. But with kickers, it's like acceptable.
Yeah, because that's their only job. They have one job. They have to kick a field goal through the uprights. That's it.
Right.
And it's so annoying because remember, Brandon Aubrey was
well,
one
it looks
of the
like
best.
Cameron Dicker's really good, and they had him.
Yeah, has he been? He goes.
Yeah,
he's
Dicker,
pretty solid.
Dicker
Yeah,
the
he's been
kicker
pretty
was
good.
great last night. Didn't he have 2 or 3?
Yeah,
I think
252-yarders.
Yeah.
But Brandon Aubrey was really, really good last year for Dallas, and he's been terrible this year. Kickers are just a waste of space.
You know
I
what
hate
they
them
are?
so much.
They're relievers.
Yes.
They're Major League Baseball relievers.
shouldn't
it's
ever
like
pay them.
some years they're really good, and then all of a sudden they can get bad all of a sudden.
Even Justin Tucker's having a pretty bad year.
Really
No,
bad
he's
year.
trying.
Yeah.
He's missed 6 field goals,
Yeah.
and if he didn't have his history, he would probably be. He's been Josh Carty this year.
Yeah.
Yep.
And by the way, you mentioned Kyron Williams. He's now lost 5 fumbles in his last 7 games.
8 in his last 2 years.
Yeah. No,
I wouldn't be
Most
like
in
if you
NFL.
look at Sean McVay's history with running backs. They're pretty interchangeable. I would not be confident that Kyron's coming back next year at this rate.
Yeah, I mean, Blake Corum, I've seen him in stretches. He's got a shot. Kyron is still a better running back, but I'm telling you, the fumbles are inexcusable.
I just don't understand why they don't use Blake Corum more. If he's having fumble issues, and I get Kyron's a good running back, they don't even give him a full.
Well,
timeout.
obviously, he's got a bunch of tape at Michigan of him running. Maybe he doesn't catch out of the backfield like Kyron does. I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought he did at Michigan, though. I thought he did catch some balls.
Although McVay doesn't necessarily run with rookie running backs right away. Like, remember, Kyron Williams, when they drafted him out of Notre Dame, didn't play a lot his first year.
Right.
He sort of eased him into the role.
And then he took over in that first year,
He
didn't he?
did take over at the end of the year.
Right.
Yeah, at the end of the year. But Blake Corum, I think, has a chance to have a real NFL career. All right, coming up for you, John, I've got this. Have you seen the Shohei lookalike guy?
What?
Yes.
There's a bunch of them.
There's a Shohei lookalike guy and
Maybe he looks like him in the face, but you can't do it. Shohei's like 6'5" and built like a tank.
There was a big contest, and they found the guy. And now I'm wondering if we might have doppelgangers out there. We'll do that coming up next for you. Hey, it's the ESPN LA Dream Ticket presented by Stella Rosa. Enter for a chance to win a Dream Ticket experience to the biggest game of the college football season. Go to ESPNLADreamTicket.com for your chance to win and to enter now through November the 30th. Stella Rosa Wines, the sweet taste of victory. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, if you've been thinking about selling your house, the real estate market is changing. Before you call an agent, call Seller's Advantage. Seller's Advantage is focused on the seller's needs and will make you a competitive cash offer, and they can close in days. No agents, no commissions. Getting your house ready to list can be expensive. It can be complicated. And you probably don't want people coming in and out of your house. Seller's Advantage makes the selling process easy so that the sellers walk away happy. They may even offer you $10,000 in advance to help with moving expenses. You can get a no-obligation offer at 888-390-AS-IS. That's because they buy homes as is. Again, that number, 888-390-AS-IS. Works out to 888-390-2747 or sellersadvantage.com.
The fun way to drive home is with Sedano and Cap.
Weekdays after Mason in Ireland.
I'll give Mason credit. He used to fight tooth and nail. Oh, there's more Rams fans than any other fan base in there. Brr, 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 brr. He's realized our eyes aren't lying to us.
Again, please.
Oh, there's more Rams fans in there than anybody else. You sound like Animal from the Muppets.
Yeah, so I was going to say you sound like a Muppet character.
Sedano and Cap today at 3 p.m.
on 710 ESPN.
This season, the Lakers are debuting their 2024-25 City Edition uniform, the California Destiny. For the first time, the team is featuring Lake Show across their jerseys. This uniform reflects Los Angeles and highlights the idea that people come to this city not only to pursue their dreams, but to reach their full potential. Visit Lakers.com or the Lakers store to get your own Lake Show City Edition jersey and other Lakers City Edition merchandise now.
Hey, it's Mace here. Wait until you experience the NBA at the hottest, most amazing venue in LA. That is Cosm in Inglewood. It's called Immersive Shared Reality. It will look and feel like you are courtside. If you want to be at Cosm for live NBA action, go to Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. Use code ESPNLA. Get 20% off any NBA game in November. Do not wait. Tickets go fast. Go to Cosm.com. That's COSM.com.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, Our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. You'll get a maximum tax deduction and a vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Paid for by Cars for Kids.
Max Bankman, I'm the new doctor.
Welcome aboard the Odyssey.
ABC Thursdays.
This ship is heaven. We're tending to our passengers' dreams. I'm in.
From 911 executive producer Ryan Murphy comes a splashy new drama on a luxury cruise ship with Joshua Jackson and Don Johnson.
It's your job to keep everyone alive.
She's in VFib. 1, 2, 3. Clear.
I have a pulse. You're going to be okay.
Dr. Odyssey. Thursdays, 9/8 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check that your guests like spicy first before serving atomic hot wings.
Who's hungry?
Oh my God. What are these?
You don't like them? Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Water.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. And we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
What's up, people? Everybody's in today. Well, Laura, we're missing Laura. Laura's having
I
surgery.
texted with Laura yesterday. She said the surgery went well, and she's in a lot of pain. She had knee
she's on the
surgery.
good stuff is what she
But
texted
yes, she
me.
said the drugs are so good that she's feeling no pain.
Right. And she's going to be out an extra week because of the drugs, or is that no?
No,
Yes?
she'll be out till probably the 11th or
The
12th.
11th, yeah. So we're sending our best. But Ireland's here today. He's in Phoenix for the NBA Cup game against the Suns tonight. Cohen's here. Obviously, Bergman's here. So I got a little news report I want to play. We can talk over this, John. This is a Channel 4 news report. Go ahead and hit it, Brian.
Celebrity look-alike contests are popping up in L.A., but this weekend the focus was all on this Dodgers star, Shohei Ohtani. We got to see this. It was showtime at the Japanese American National Museum in downtown L.A. Boy, there was a lot of contestants that showed up. They lined up in front of a cheering crowd. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Of course, they were wearing their Dodgers gear, and someone even brought a look-alike of Ohtani's dog, Decoy.
I think it was just be a funny story to tell. We just got back from Japan on our honeymoon, and some kids thought I was Shohei.
Hey, run with it.
And he won the contest, that guy right there. And it's a resemblance. I wouldn't say it's a dead cold ringer, but they got close. So I got this. My friend Rajiv actually sent me this story.
Okay.
So he thinks that we should search for our doppelgangers. Find people, just like regular, not famous people. Like I just mentioned this. He's like John Slattery. But not somebody famous. Not some famous Broadway guy.
That guy on Broadway is not famous. And when he walked out on stage, I thought it was you. I mean, that's how much he looks like you.
But here's my idea. I want the person who looks exactly like me and the person that looks exactly like you to come in and do the show for a day.
I'm sure that'll go
You
over
knew it would
swimmingly.
You knew it would result in a day off.
For you?
Yes,
Yes, it does. Absolutely.
But I think it'd be really cool to find somebody in LA that looks exactly like me and exactly like John.
All right, well, I mean, we're both on social. Send pictures to us on social, and if we find somebody who we think fits that description,
You get to do the show.
We can run with that.
We can have them come in and they can sit in for a segment.
No, we're taking the whole day.
Maybe
Take
a
a week
whole
off.
day.
You don't have choices over that.
It's pseudo Mace and pseudo Ireland.
Yeah. Hey, Bergman, you
Yes.
like Sedano and Cap more than us anyway, so
That's
you
true.
don't get to tell us
That
what
was
to do.
That was yesterday.
Yeah, it was only yesterday. He
not
liked
today.
me better.
Can I ask all three of you for a moment of honesty?
Sure.
Always.
You'll be honest.
Yes.
Always.
Okay.
Nothing to lie about.
I will answer instantaneously. I will
Okay.
not even think about it.
I sent you guys a tweet earlier in the show that went out on our social
Okay.
over the weekend.
Got it.
Do you pull up that tweet in front of you?
Did you texted it to us?
Yeah.
You
It's in
texted
the
it
group
to
chat.
Okay. In the group
So
chat.
it's that when we took pictures a couple months ago,
Yep.
they asked us to do a lot of different poses.
Yep.
And so one of the poses was yell, like we all do at the beginning of the show, like do a
Right.
growl. So the left-hand picture is Mason and I yelling, then Andy Kamenetsky holding a basketball yelling,
Yep.
Emily Hebel yelling, and a picture of Jorge and DeMarco supposedly yelling.
Yes.
Look at DeMarco.
DeMarco's not yelling. He's
and
not going
tell
along
me
with
what
the
it looks like he's doing.
looks like he's taking a dump.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's exactly what he's doing.
Exactly.
I mean,
I told you I'd answer instantaneously.
Yep, the first second I looked at that, I went, oh. He's going number 2.
Yeah.
I mean, Jorge could be too, but it's just a very violent one.
It is a very violent one, yeah.
Yeah, but DeMarco clearly, that face, I only make that face when I'm doing one thing.
Yeah, no, that sort of
what is that one thing?
that
John?
sort of grunting
That.
kind of
Yeah,
like
it's
that. It's
a-
got
I
that
mean-
look to it.
That clearly, I think we should get that picture of DeMarco and put it up all over the station on his birthday.
I'm for that.
Absolutely,
I'm for that.
absolutely.
Yes,
And
let's
by
get
the
that
way,
picture.
John, you're not really yelling. You're just kind of like smiling with your mouth open.
No, he's yelling.
I
I'm
was
yelling.
They may have caught me.
Andy looks
Yeah.
super pissed
No,
off.
yeah, he-
Emily is angry as hell.
Oh,
in
he-
that
Well,
picture.
definitely is.
Emily's probably mad at those guys for going over.
Yeah, they're late. You guys are running late.
I thought we got rid of all that.
No,
That's that's not a thing
I think we
anymore.
did. It's not Ireland. It's not even a thing anymore. The clocks don't exist.
I mean, they exist.
Well, for me and you, they never really did.
Yeah.
Berkman's the only one who yells break.
Yeah, I just say like now's the time. Usually it's rap, like time to wrap up.
Rap.
Just wrap
And
it
by
up,
the way,
not
Greg,
stop.
you have a long way to go before you will ever catch anybody in television. In television, you wear an earpiece.
Yes.
When you're doing a live shot, and for 30 years, I was doing live shots, and I would hear this: "Rap, get out! Rap, get out!" The biggest offender is AJ Ponsiglione, who runs Spectrum.
Oh yeah, I've worked for him.
Yeah, like my live shot would start. I'd go, all right, thanks, Skeeter. I'm here in San Antonio. And AJ would say, rap, get out. We don't have any more time. Get out. And I go, and the rap. And then I would just go as long as I wanted. And he would yell at me at the end and go, you left me no place to go. And he would hang up on me.
You know what's weird? AJ over at Spectrum, great guy, has not brought me back to work in a while. He's not even asked me.
Yeah, he says it's about your hair.
Really? Because I
doesn't like
thought
your
it was
hair.
about I don't have any time to do it.
Well, you should
What
you
about,
should think
what
that
about my
it'll
hair?
make you
I don't
feel
get it.
better.
What about my hair?
He sent me a
It doesn't-
weird text. Well, you'll be proud of my response, though.
Okay.
I'm going to pull it up.
A weird text?
Yeah, he sent me a text after you let your hair go full gray.
Yeah.
He sent me a text along the lines of, I don't know what Mason's doing with his hair, but I will never put him on TV if he sticks with that.
What? Really? My hair's like just a gentleman's cut. I don't get it.
Mace, my response was one line. He would argue you haven't put him on TV anyway.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. No,
and that's what he wrote back. Good point.
Is that really something that he said?
Yeah.
Because my hair is just typical gentleman's cut. It
Well-
just
well,
happens to be
you've had
silver.
It's when you went from it's when you stopped dyeing your hair.
Right.
Um,
Yeah. Well,
And,
I didn't
and
realize
so
that.
if you want to get back on TV, start dyeing your hair again.
I have no interest.
Should
There
you
you go.
text
in
him,
doing
you
any
lost a friend?
television anywhere at any time.
Well, that's a reversal of...
No, it's not.
You just did TV not too long ago.
When?
It was like a month or two ago. I don't remember what it was for, but you definitely did TV. It was with Alex.
Oh, I did his nighttime show. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did do that because I had something to pimp. But
But you still did it. You said, no chance, no
Yeah.
way, I'm never doing TV
But every
again.
time you say, Channel 4, Channel 11 wants to, Channel 6, whatever wants to do, I'm like, no.
So you'll do it for the Culture Pop podcast,
Correct.
but not for ESPN.
Yeah, go figure.
Yeah.
Go figure. All right, coming up next for you, going to do some What's Up, Fool. And in the meantime, I got to tell you about Cosm. So I absolutely love Cosm. It's located in Inglewood. By the way, they've got this deck, this rooftop deck, where you overlook both Steve Ballmer's empty Intuit Dome and SoFi Stadium. It is spectacular. And when you get inside the dome and you see what a game looks like, you will be absolutely blown away. This is called immersive shared reality. Tonight, I'm going to be there. You're invited. Tonight, I'm going to be there. And it's basically like sitting courtside when you're watching a game at Cosm. So here's your chance tonight. Come on out. Beto is doing pregame, halftime, and postgame for the Lakers live from Cosm. I will be there. You can come meet me and hang out. And we're giving away cool prizes tonight. So Cosm, the future of sports and entertainment. Get there tonight. And by the way, use our exclusive discount code ESPN LA. Get 20% off any NBA event in November. Check it out for yourself. Discount code ESPN LA. Get your tickets right now at Cosm.com. That's COSM, Cosm.com. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
710 ESPN, the destination for LA sports this fall.
Here comes LeBron into end slam dunk right in Paul George's face and a foul.
Lakers basketball.
Got it back. Another three. Good. What a night for Austin Reeves.
Rams football.
Cup of the six. Cup to the pylon. Touchdown, Cooper Cup. Touchdown, LA.
The USC Trojans.
Hands off the marks. Up the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown. They're going wild in half of this stadium as the Trojans are going to pull off the upset. How do you do?
LAFC.
Oh, flip for LA Football Club. Did he?
The LA Kings and Angels baseball.
The all-new ESPN LA app, your destination for LA sports.
Hey guys, it's Cappy. You've heard me talk about my personal situation with my divorce and subsequent custody battle in the past, and I know that you need a team behind you to get the justice you deserve. My friend Mark Reel and his team at Real Fathers Rights are here to help you guys. Visit realfathersrights.com/710. That's REEL, realfathersrights.com/710, or call 323-870-1611. That's 323-870-1611. Real Fathers Rights, the Father's Rights Attorneys.
Miss the good old days when everything was more affordable? Well, Kia of Carson is bringing them back. Black Friday deals are here all month long. This is your chance to save thousands on the exciting Kia lineup, including the new EV, hybrid, and plug-in models. Or you can enjoy deals on classics like the rugged Telluride, the sporty K5, and the all-new K4 sedan. Whatever you need, Kia of Carson most likely will have it in stock as one of the largest Kia dealerships in the country. Head over now or online at KiaofCarson.com. Hurry in for best selection.
Score a win with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup options. Amazon Pickup is a convenient and secure way to collect your Amazon packages from locations that are near you. This season, keep your holiday gifts a surprise when you choose to pick up from Amazon Locker or Counter. Whether you're hustling between home, work, or your usual game day spots, grab your packages on your schedule. Amazon Pickup is the worry-free option for the times when home delivery isn't ideal. To find your nearest Amazon Pickup location, go to amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
Do you lay awake at night worrying about what to buy everyone on your holiday list? Yeah, it's stressful. And half the time you don't even get the right thing. Well, Skechers is here for a holiday rescue with hands-free Skechers slip-ins, the right gift for everyone on your list. Think about it. People love their shoes, and once they try hands-free Skechers slip-ins, it takes that love to a whole new level. Why? Because with hands-free Skechers slip-ins, you just step into them and they're on. There's no bending down, no touching your shoes, no retying laces. Plus, Skechers slip-ins are perfect for everyone. Moms, dads, grandparents, kids, friends, coworkers. Just sneak into their closet, get their shoe size, and you're good to go. Plus, they come in everyone's favorite styles and colors, from sneakers to casual shoes, even winter boots. And they look so stylish, and they're the most comfortable shoes they'll ever wear. So, this season, save time, quit your worrying, and get everyone on your list hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Holiday crisis averted. Now go get some rest. Find them for the holidays at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles, and we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
What's Up, Fool is brought to you by Dos Hombres Mezcal. It's fate. It's friendship. It's mezcal. Dos Hombres.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Who
Brian,
kicks it off? Brian, you got it?
All right, yeah, I got you
Yeah, I
guys.
know. Somebody's got something somewhere.
That was my fault.
All right, so during the Charger game last night, they also had the Manning cast going, and there was a certain point in the game where I flipped over just to see what was going on, and they had Mike Vrabel on.
Okay.
And Vrabel had a pretty interesting, story about his coaching time with Urban Meyer.
Oh, yeah.
And he gave this story, and apparently there was a time where they met up, and this is after Vrabel had been already working for him for a couple of years. So he had already had a couple of years working for Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer apparently said, "Do I know you?" And Mike Vrabel came up to him.
Oh, dear God.
And he said, "Yeah, I'm the head coach of the Titans, and I worked for you for a few years." So this is while he was also the coach of the Titans, and Urban was the coach of the Jaguars.
How
crazy of a story
Brian,
is
this
this?
is on the heels of he apparently didn't know who Aaron Donald was when the Rams
right.
when the Rams played the Jaguars. Somebody asked him, "What are you going to do about Aaron Donald? He tends to be a game record." And Urban said, "I don't even know who that is."
I thought, did you watch the FX Aaron Hernandez series?
Yeah,
right?
I thought that guy playing Urban was great.
The guy playing Urban was fantastic, and that's exactly what I expect Urban to be, like terse and unapproachable and unfriendly and kind of a D.
Is he being honest, or is he just part of his bit?
Who?
Like Urban Meyer. Like he actually doesn't know who these people are?
I don't
or
think.
is he just
I
being
think
a
when
jerk?
Urban is on Big Noon Saturday, he has no idea who he's sitting with. I have no idea.
It's Reggie Bush sitting next to him. He's
Who
like,
is this person, Reggie, I'm sitting with? Who is this Matt Leinart you speak of? No, I think Urban Meyer seems like he'd be kind of a jerk.
What's up, fool?
Okay, so
We end on that.
perfect way to end. So, I saw this before the show started. Apparently, Baker Mayfield is suing his father's company for claiming that he stole around $12 million from him for covering expenses. Didn't really go into what that is.
Okay.
But Baker's wife and him are now suing his father for this money. Now, I feel like this happens quite often when we think about athletes and, people stealing money from them. A prime example is Ohtani, and the whole gambling situation here with Ipe. What is there they could do here, or is this just you trusted the wrong people, but that person was your father? Is there anything that could be done to,
So
Mace,
the
what do
father,
you think?
the
father's
was,
company.
Yeah, the father's company. It's funny, John. Do you have a business manager?
I don't.
I used to have one. And
Yeah, I met him a couple times.
And I never knew what my money was doing or where it was at any time. Like, I was afraid I was going to get Billy Joel. Billy Joel got cleaned out by his business manager. And finally, I pulled my – I'm like, I need to see my money. I need to – but it seems like this is user error. That it's a mistake on his part.
I would agree. And at the end of the day, if you enable somebody, I used to have an agent that I enabled, and there was a deal that was pretty much done. He just had to go in and button it up.
Yep.
And he did the opposite. He went in and blew it up.
I remember that guy.
And then I dropped him.
Did you drop him?
Yeah, right after that. And so if you're responsible for who you hire to represent you, and if that person screws up, it's on you.
Have you always had the same agent? You moved around, right?
No, I've moved around. I've bounced around. Yeah. What's weird is I think our former general manager is now my agent.
Yeah, he is. Well, yes,
is.
it's true.
It is true. Yeah, Scott McCarthy is my agent now.
You don't have one right now, do you, Ireland?
No.
Just you.
No, I don't want to pay the commission.
See, you know what I don't want to do?
Isn't that the better way to go?
You know why I keep an agent? Because I don't want to have any conversations with my employer about money or what I'm doing right or what I'm doing wrong or anything. I send somebody and you handle all that and just come back with a piece of paper I can sign.
So when we want to give feedback, we should go to your agent.
Correct. Go to my agent.
All right.
Exactly right.
That's perfect.
Go to Scott McCarthy, our former general manager.
Easy to talk to.
So, Thanksgiving a couple days away here, so I got a couple Thanksgiving things for you guys that are happening on that Thursday. So the Macy's, Day Parade.
Yeah.
It's always this big thing.
I love the Macy's
So
Day
that's
Parade.
my question
Yeah.
here. So I've always run into people that love the parades and, go to these things, watch it on TV. What is the deal? What is the appeal of the Macy's Day Parade?
Well, it's a show. It's entertainment. It's fun. The kids love it. When I lived in New York, I used to on the Upper West Side. There's a place where they inflate all of the balloons that float down the street, and so you can go the night before. I took my niece and nephew to see the balloons being. They were so excited to see. Is it Blue's Clues? The Blue's Clues.
Yeah, they do have one.
That was a long time ago. Yeah,
but that's
Bear is a dog.
A dog, whatever.
No, Blue is the dog.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, it's a blue dog or whatever it was. But it was exciting. I think parades are fine. There's something about waking up on Thanksgiving morning and putting the parade on. It just feels right. My mom used to love the parades, and so we would always see them.
I feel completely the opposite. Unless you are having a parade to celebrate a world championship, those parades are awesome.
Right.
Macy's Day Parade, Rose Bowl Parade, I don't get them. Never understood it. Why would you get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and drive to Pasadena and freeze your ass off standing on the street for the next 5 hours? Go home and go to bed.
Well,
just see a balloon.
You can just watch it on TV.
Right.
You don't have to actually go there at 3 a.m.
But, Brian,
and sit
that
in
was
the
your
cold.
question, right? What's the point of going to a parade?
Right.
Or what's the point of
What's the
watching
point of watching it? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with Brian. I think
it's
parades
fun.
are
I don't get it. Yeah.
There's a marching band from some high school gets to go to New York, and then there's some Broadway show they're lip syncing, and then
where's the
Cher
fun
shows
part?
up, she's lip syncing.
Thank you, Greg.
I don't know where the fun part of
The
that
fun
is.
part is like the high school marching
Maybe
band.
they're having fun, but where are you
What
having
about
fun?
the
in it?
baton?
Where's the
what about the
spectator having
baton
fun?
twirlers and the flag wavers and there's
You-
always
you
some
fully paying attention to this.
there's always some
There's
like
a big balloon.
low end singer that will lip sync in front of the Macy's store. Look at all the beautiful flowers they have at the Rose Parade. Everything's made of roses and all that. It's so beautiful. I think we should send a correspondent over there to report
that's not
on
happening.
the
Sounds
That's
second.
you, Bergman.
Sounds like you want to
Parade correspondent.
Zero chance that I'll be at a parade.
You're going to be a
That's not
correspondent
Dodger
on the
parade.
parade.
That's what you should have to do for losing that bet to Morales is become our parade correspondent.
Yeah, parade
absolutely.
correspondent.
The bet is paid off.
I want to see
there's
you.
no more
I want to
bet.
see you sticking roses in the side of a float.
You can do what you want, whatever you want. It's not going to happen. And also, I'm not Dave Singer. He would do it if you told him
He
to.
would, correct.
He would 100%.
He would, yeah,
do it
and that's
if you
why
told
we
him to.
like Dave Singer
But
more
I
than we
have
like
never
you.
watched a parade. I will never watch
Oh,
a parade
God,
outside
I love-
of what
I
John
love
said.
a parade.
The
Well,
Dodgers,
here's
the Lakers,
Greg.
that's
Here's
it.
your problem.
Yeah.
Here's your problem. If Riley ever ends up in a parade, then you have to go.
Like
I
her
would go.
marching band.
I would 100% go to
What
that.
if she was like a twirler?
A twirler? Then I would
baton twirler.
actually follow along with her. I'd
about a
walk as
flag-
she was
flag
with
wave?
her.
So that's why a lot
You'd
of
be in the parade,
people
though.
that attend parades are people that are friends or family of the people that are in it.
I actually think we went to the Macy's Day Parade. I thought it was really cool, and I think it's festive, John. It's festive to have a parade.
Yeah, I can be festive in a bar. See you there.
Exactly.
At 9 in the morning
Hey,
when
it's
they're
5
having
o'clock
the parade.
somewhere.
I mean, seriously, what are? I think they're really fun. I always thought it would be cool to be the guy hosting the Rose Parade on whatever channel. Channel
There's
5
another
or channel.
parade floating going by.
Here
That's
comes one. It's brought to you by. Yeah, I don't know. I like a parade. I think they're fun.
What's that, Foo?
No.
I got one more here for you.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to watch a parade, then this is what you can watch.
Okay.
So the 2024 National Dog Show.
That's right.
That's what I'm talking about now.
And just think, in some countries, they eat these dogs.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, that's from Best in Show. Yeah.
It's a great show.
It is a great movie.
Great movie.
So it was recorded, or they had this ceremony last week, the competition. So it's going to be broadcasted on Thanksgiving Day. A couple little stats. So it's going to be 2,000 dogs, over 190 breeds. They have an agility show, best of show. They win a bunch of prizes. Here's the caveat that I found yesterday when I was looking this up. There are places online that you can bet for the winning breed.
Hell yeah.
Oh, really?
You can make a bet.
Go Beagle.
So the Top two favorites right now is the Terrier at plus 175 and the Spaniel at plus 550.
Wait a minute. There are so many different types of terrier. You're just
Right.
getting all the terriers for terrier?
You get all the terriers.
Oh, I'll give me the terriers. There are so many different terriers they got at that dog parade. No, it's a dog parade.
Dog show.
I watched the dog show, but I would never want my dogs to be in a dog show. My dogs are completely untrained, and that's the way I like them. Just be wild, dogs.
By the way, when we used to have guests on the show,
every time you ask for one, they come on.
We had the late, great Fred Willard on.
Oh,
and
that's
he
right.
told
What
us
a nice
that
man.
when he was the color man on Best in Show, he was mimicking Joe Garagiola, who used to, and he said Garagiola got pissed at him. Said he didn't appreciate the fact that he was making fun of him. He just had to walk away. I thought he was brilliant.
I thought
it was really funny.
Amazing. That's such a funny movie.
My favorite line from that movie is when Jennifer Coolidge is with the old man. She's like, we could just talk or not talk all day.
We both like soup.
Right.
We both like soup was fantastic.
The sleeper in that movie is Parker Posey.
Oh, my God.
As the pinup dogger. Does this look like a bee? Does this look like a bee?
This is not a bee.
She doesn't have her busy bee.
Yeah. I always, by the way, I mentioned this the other day, but I love, we met at Starbucks. Not the same Starbucks. I was in one Starbucks, and he was in the Starbucks across the street. That's also Parker Posey from that show. Yeah, if you've never seen Best in Show, it's a good one. Have you seen it, Brian?
I have not.
You got to get it. Get on that, Brian. You will love that. It is
so
such funny stuff. Is that it, Brian?
Yeah, that's all I got for you.
All right, cool. Coming up next for you, the coolest ad on TV right now. I absolutely love this. Plus, Lakers getting ready to take on the Suns in another NBA Cup game tonight. This one's in Phoenix. That's where John is. We'll get to that coming up next. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Whether you need a big stop late in the game.
Edwards downloaded DiVincenzo. Blocked by Davis again. Another block for Anthony Davis. Here's Reeves. Lay it up and in.
A three ball from downtown.
Davis for three. Good! Anthony Davis!
Or a power slam in the paint.
LeBron down the middle. Alley-oop! AD for the dunk.
AD is doing it all this season.
We're going to empower him as much as he wants to be empowered. If he wants to be first team All-NBA and he wants to be in the MVP conversation all year long, we're going to empower him to do that.
For me, I'm just trying to be aggressive and do what I have to do to help the team win. Jay want me to be the hub, and but my job remains the same, to come out and be aggressive and let the team feed off of that.
LeBron's got it. Full head of steam. LeBron to AD. Slam dunk.
Catch every thrill from AD and the Lake Show this season.
Right here on 710 ESPN.
Black Friday starts now. During the 2024 Subaru Share the Love event at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, where every Subaru purchase helps make a difference. Right now, you can drive home one of our most popular Subaru models with low financing rates. Plus, you'll get a complimentary gift when you purchase a new vehicle. Black Friday is here at Ocean Subaru.
Approved credit. Not all buyers of vehicles will qualify. Type of gift at discretion of dealer must not exceed $500. With every new Subaru purchase or lease, Subaru will donate $250 to your choice of charities. Offers do not combine. See dealer for complete details. Expires 11/30/2024.
Inspired by Southern California's laid-back yet active lifestyle, Travis Matthew creates premium men's and women's apparel designed to make you look and feel your best no matter the activity. Now, Travis Matthew brings that same style to USC fans with their first-ever collegiate collaboration. Designed with the iconic Cardinal and Gold, this collection carries the tradition and legacy of USC. Gear up for game days in style. New customers get 20% off their first order with code 710 at travismatthew.com. That's code 710. Offer valid online only.
With over 20 clinics in the greater LA area, Game Day Men's Health helps optimize your health with testosterone therapy, ED treatment, and more. Text ESPN 710 to 406-426-3329 to find a clinic near you and schedule your complimentary testosterone test and consultation.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Winning matters, especially after an accident. At calljacob.com, we're here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
And it is Mason and Ireland, your Tuesday. What's on tap tonight thanks to Michelob Ultra? We got Lakers basketball. Lakers NBA Cup basketball. Coverage begins at 5:30 p.m. with Beto Duran live at Cosm LA. By the way, why don't you come on out tonight at Cosm LA? The perfect place to spend your Thanksgiving week. You meet Steve Mason, meet Beto, win fabulous prizes like tickets to watch Lakers Spurs tomorrow night in the Dome at Cosm LA and experience NBA in shared reality, unlike anything you've seen before. Beto at Cosm LA tonight, along with Mace, and Lakers tip-off at 7 p.m., in case I didn't finish the promo. Right now, though, more of Mason and Ireland, your Tuesday afternoon.
So I'm driving into the garage today, Ireland.
Yeah.
And I see one of those stupid Cybertrucks.
Why are they stupid?
They are so uncool.
Well, they're ugly.
They are ugly. You think you're so cool driving one,
Monstrous.
and you're not. You're people who drive
Do
those
those
things,
fit in a regular parking space?
I honestly don't. They're so gigantic. It seems like 2 parking spaces, right?
Downstairs in the parking garage, it's in 1 parking space. It's massive, though.
Yeah, I just think people who drive them are douches. So here's a little song we found about the Cybertruck.
Cybertruck, driving out some stuff and then it's stuck.
Always driven by a stupid.
It is the Cybertruck. It is the Cybertruck.
That is so good.
I like it.
It's so. By the way, that's based off of a cartoon.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it is a cartoon that I loved when I was a kid, and it wasn't really well known one. I don't know.
Who
Brian
makes Cybertruck? What car company?
It's a Tesla.
It's a Tesla.
It's
yeah.
a Tesla, but it's from
I'll
the.
see you
like
on Friday.
the normal-
Friday is what Jack Ireland calls the biggest day of the year.
Oh, that's right, car show.
The LA Car Show is happening.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I will be spending the majority of the morning at the LA Car Show taking pictures of all of those.
You know what's really weird? What's really
The cartoon was gummy bears, by the way.
Gummy bears. Okay, so
Never heard of it.
when I was in that Celebrity Grand Prix years ago with Toyota, Jack and Lisa came to it.
Yeah.
And Jack was in my race car, was just fascinated by the race car. Why do you think he loves cars so much?
I don't know. I think it's pretty common with autistic kids.
Is it?
They for whatever they focus and fascinate on one thing.
Mm-hmm.
His one thing has always been cars. Matter of fact, Mace, a car could go flying by him.
Yep.
You know, like driving 100 miles an hour, and I'll go, "What was that?" And he would go, "That was a Chevy Camaro. I think a 2015."
Really?
Yeah, and I'll go, "Wow,
wow, that's
How do you
crazy."
know?
So if the Lakers win tonight in Phoenix, John, will
Mm-hmm.
you smile?
I will, probably the entire way home. But Monica Madden, my friend Monica Madden at Beverly Hills Ortho. wants
Wasn't
to
that a
know-
good setup, by the way?
That was beautiful.
Yeah, smooth.
Who's smiling in SoCal? Go to our website, espnla.com, and you can nominate anybody who you think is making LA a better place. Could be a mentor, a good Samaritan. You can nominate yourself, your wife, anybody. You could win prizes like sweet tickets, Sonic Care, electric toothbrushes, whitening treatment, or the grand prize, Invisalign. Enter now at espnla.com, and remember, you're always smiling at Beverly Hills Ortho.
So Lakers and Suns tonight. I want to ask you something about Saturday.
Okay.
So the Lakers have now lost, is it 13 of 14 to the Denver
Correct.
Nuggets?
Yes.
What are we doing here? Like the last 2 years, Lakers get eliminated by Denver. It doesn't seem as though they figured out any way to play with the Nuggets. They absolutely collapsed in that third quarter. They didn't even have Aaron Gordon on Saturday and still just walloped the Lakers. Why do we keep sending the same guys into battle to face Denver when we know we don't got the right recipe?
It's a good question. I thought because it was JJ's first crack at Denver that the game might be more competitive, and even he was surprised after the game that it wasn't.
Yep.
But it's at the point now where, you know, everybody mocked you last year when you said the Lakers should lose their last game on purpose so they didn't have to play Denver. You were right.
Thank you.
I argued hard against it.
Yes,
that
you
you
did.
don't do that. Michael did the same thing. No, you never. I hate tanking. But in that case, in that particular case, avoiding Denver would have been smart.
Yep.
Styles make fights. And for whatever reason, the style they play and the incomparable Nikola Jokic,
Just
who is
ridiculous.
the best
how
player in
good
the
he
world
is.
right now.
Yeah.
They can't beat him. And I know it's like that old line in Bull Durham where Kevin Costner walks out to the mound and he goes, "This guy's a first ball fastball hitter. You can't throw him a fastball." And Nuke Lelouch says, "Well, he hasn't seen my heat."
Right.
And the Lakers, like, every time they change the coach will go, well, he hasn't seen my system. The Nuggets are a bad matchup for us. We should avoid them at all costs.
Yeah.
And the only time that they did beat them was in 2020 when they had two other bigs alongside Anthony Davis.
Well, and remember, that was the game where Anthony Davis hit that buzzer-beating three in Game 3, or it might have been a different series.
AD had such a bad night Saturday.
Yeah, 6 for 18 shooting. He'll be better tonight.
Yeah.
He rarely has two bad games. As a matter of fact, if we lose tonight, it'll be our first 3-game losing streak of the season. So that's another reason why they should play hard tonight.
So I was asking Bergman, and I asked around here today for this ad that is playing right now that I think is just tremendous, like one of the coolest ads I've seen.
Is it for Jardiance? Jardiance is really swell.
Then you dance.
The little
if you're
pill
doing the
with
Jardiance,
a big story to tell.
Yeah, I mean you can dance to that. That's a dance song, is what that is, because everybody's dancing. So no, it's this Honda ad. Have you heard this one?
No.
Okay, listen to it. I think it'll play on the radio. Listen.
You won't remember my name. This is the last time you will see me at the top. My doubts will destroy my dreams. The more I seem to learn, the more I seem to lose. I want to carry on, but not today. This is the point I give up.
Switch.
But not today. I want to carry on. The more I seem to lose, the more I seem to learn. My dreams will destroy my doubts. You will see me at the top. This is the last time you won't remember my name.
Now, I have no idea what it has to do with Honda, but
right.
I think that's
How
really
is that
cool
an ad for a car?
Yeah. So what happened? You've
car
seen?
sounds in
Have
the
you seen
background.
this ad? Right? You've seen?
No.
They're showing cars driving. So what happens is they're all the same lines. Okay, so he says everything, you won't hear from me again. I'm quitting. I'm all that. And then they reverse it, and he says the exact same lines to mean something else. He says them in reverse, and it means he's a champion. I don't know if I did a good job of explaining it. Brian, do you get the ad?
I do. I just can't get over who's voicing it every
Who
time.
is voicing
I'm
it?
pretty sure it's John Cena.
Is it?
Is it?
I think so.
Oh, no, you know it? Now
Hang
that
on
I
a
hear
sec.
it? No,
Let's see if
that
it
is
is
You
John
won't
Cena.
remember my name.
Sounds like him.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's John Cena.
Yep.
This is the last time you will see me at the
John
top.
Cena. Anyway, look for it. It's a really cool ad. Nobody seems to care.
Like, how many times do you actually see ads? I don't see commercials ever.
When I'm watching football.
But football usually is on Sunday, is on Red Zone, so there's no commercials.
Well, no. Like, there are 3 games on Thanksgiving Day.
Sure, but do you...
I don't DVR those games. The commercials come on as I'm waiting for the next play.
That's
so,
usually
yeah,
when
you
you
do
get
see,
up and go to the bathroom or
this
go get
is
something
why
to drink.
TV sports is so valuable, because you really have no choice but to watch the ads.
Right. Nobody tapes games and watches them the next day.
Yeah.
It
No.
just doesn't happen. So that's why live sports are always going to be valuable.
No question.
And by the way, that's the philosophy of the guys that run our radio station. We have more live sports on our station now than Mace any time you and I have been working together. And we've been doing this forever.
Yeah.
But now we have, Greg, didn't you tell me that we have close to 500 live games on our air this year?
Yep, very much so. But between the Lakers, Rams, Kings, USC men's and women's basketball,
LAFC.
USC football, LAFC, and the Angels, plus anything that you have that's like bowl
Bowl
games from the
and-
ESPN network.
Right,
Absolutely.
and I've said this before. I'm going to say it until I'm blue in the face. If you haven't downloaded the ESPN LA app, you're blowing it. And here's the main reason why: it's free. It costs you nothing, and once you download it, you have at your fingertips everything Greg just described. All those games, you push a button, and there's sometimes it happened this past weekend where there'll be like a USC game on at the exact same time as a Laker game. So if that happens and you're riding around in your car and you want to listen to USC and the regular radio is on the Laker game, you just go to the app, push a button, and you're set. And it's free. Did I mention it's free?
Yeah.
Download it today, ESPN LA app.
All right, so tonight, actually coming up for you, John, this is interesting. The NFL is making it even harder for Tom Brady to do his job. I'll explain coming up. In the meantime, tonight, I am at Cosm. Beto Duran is at Cosm. It's in Inglewood. This is, and you've heard me describe it, if you go into the Dome at Cosm, it's like being at the game. You're surrounded by the game. You might as well be sitting courtside. It is incredible, immersive, shared reality. And tonight, you get a taste of it. You want to show up at Cosm tonight. Beto's going to be doing pregame for the Lakers, halftime, and also postgame live from Cosm. I'll be hanging out there starting at 6:30 tonight. Want to see you guys show up in Inglewood at Cosm. I'm telling you, it will revolutionize how you experience the NBA. It's the future of sports and entertainment. Use our exclusive discount code ESPNLA. Get 20% off any NBA event in November. Go to Cosm.com. That's COSM. Cosm.com, and I'll see you at Cosm tonight. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The most followed sports radio station in America.
710 ESPN.
At ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Insurance claim. Those two words used to instantly manifest a pit in my stomach. In fact, I get flashbacks of being lowballed and made to feel like a criminal. And of course, just being ignored. No insurance company is in a rush to fairly compensate clients, even though they unabashedly take our money every year. All of that's behind me now, and I'm never going back thanks to Avner Gatt. Dealing with insurance companies is all they do. Avner Gatt has one of the largest teams of professional licensed public insurance adjusters in California, and many of these people used to work for insurance companies. The team at Avner Gatt knows exactly how to handle your claim. You also have some Avner Gatt adjusters with experience in handling hazardous materials, where asbestos and lead testing was their profession. Some of them used to work at law firms handling bad faith claims. Trust me, they know how to deal with any insurance claim dispute. Avner Gatt covers all of Southern California with a real passion for helping people, which becomes all the more obvious when you realize Avner and his family are still the ones answering the phones. So whatever unfortunate occurrence led you to the insurance claim and subsequent abusive relationship, being lowballed, ignored, judged, know that Avner has your back. And if somehow I still haven't convinced you, just check out what seems to be a never-ending stream of 5-star reviews on Yelp, Google, and the Better Business Bureau. Call today. 818-917-5256. That's 818-917-5256 and online at avnergatt.com.
Miss the good old days when everything was more affordable? Well, Kia of Carson is bringing them back. Black Friday deals are here all month long. This is your chance to save thousands on the exciting Kia lineup, including the new EV, hybrid, and plug-in models. Or you can enjoy deals on classics like the rugged Telluride, the sporty K5, and the all-new K4 sedan. Whatever you need, Kia of Carson most likely will have it in stock as one of the largest Kia dealerships in the country. Head over now or online at KiaofCarson.com. Hurry in for best selection.
Lakers fans, you can feel the courtside experience from the comfort of your home. Follow the Lakers on Instagram and get exclusive insider access to highlights with angles straight from the floor. On Lakers Instagram, see your favorite players and find out what happens behind the scenes through Instagram stories. Stay locked in throughout the season. Don't miss any of the action and follow the Lakers on Instagram now. Let's go Lake Show.
Hey guys, it's Cappy. You've heard me talk about my personal situation with my divorce and subsequent custody battle in the past, and I know that you need a team behind you to get the justice you deserve. My friend Mark Reel and his team at Real Fathers Rights are here to help you guys. Visit realfathersrights.com/710. That's REEL. realfathersrights.com/710 or call 323-870-1611. That's 323-870-1611. Real Fathers Rights. The Father's Rights Attorneys.
In Chinatown, nothing ever changes.
I feel like I'm a background character. I think that's called being a loser.
Based on the bestseller by Charles Yu.
Police are investigating a missing woman.
Willis Wu. I'm a detective. I need your help.
Why me?
You know Chinatown better than I do.
And from visionary director Taika Waititi comes a mind-bending new series.
If you want to be a part of this, why not be the hero? In Chinatown, Kung Fu can break on any moment.
The Hulu original series, Interior Chinatown. All episodes now streaming on Hulu.
We expect our information in real time. US Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. So call 888-665-0696 today for a free insurance and Medicare benefits check as easy as... That's 888-665-0696.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. This is Mason and Ireland on your home of Rams football, 710 ESPN.
Talk about sleeper picks. Oh yeah, I've been playing sleeper picks a lot. I have one every day because when I'm watching the game, I like to have a little action. Like last night, I had a little action on the Chargers-Ravens game. Had a little action on NBA last night. Nikola Jokic didn't quite hit for me, but
Denver played awful.
Yeah, they were. And Jokic,
I think they emptied the bin against us.
Yeah, Jokic had one of his softest nights of the year. If you are looking for a little action, I'm telling you, Sleeper Picks is the way to go. It is my official and the fastest growing daily fantasy sports app there is in the world. You got to go download it right now. And I've got, let me see, I got my Sleeper Picks for tonight. I've got some Lakers stuff on Sleeper Picks. I really love having this extra action on the game. So tonight, here's what I'm rolling with. AD, double-double. Wemby, San Antonio, more than 3.5 blocks. LeBron, more than 8.5 assists. Dalton Connect, more than 1.5 threes. And Austin Reeves, more than 2.5 assists. That gets me 7 times my money.
Wow.
Sleeper is fun. You get action on every game you watch. You can add to the excitement. Always fun to have some extra action. Download the Sleeper app today. They got a limited time offer. Use code 710. They will match your deposit up to $1,500. Put in $1,500. Use code 710. You get $1,500 in credit. What are you waiting for? Start winning on Sleeper Picks. It's the better way to play daily fantasy. All right, so Ireland, you are formerly a Raiders fan. Bergman is a Raiders fan.
Hey, Bergman, they're tied for worst record in the NFL.
I know. I'm so excited. Come on, Jags, get one win.
Angling for that pick. So I came across this story that I find really surprising. I want to get your reaction to it, Ireland. So it appears as though Mark Davis isn't necessarily going to always be the operating partner of the Raiders. It sounds like Tom Brady may take over at some point. This is Mike Florio. Mike Florio says he predicted that one of these days Brady will end up as controlling owner of the Raiders. He says new Raiders minority owner Tom Brady represents excellence, according to Raiders majority owner Mark Davis, while Brady is busy broadcasting for Fox and may have only 10% equity. I expect his involvement in running the team to be closer to 90%.
Wow.
We already know the organization wants to lean on Brady when picking a future quarterback. One of Davis's strengths is his openness to listening to experienced football people, and he values Brady's understanding of what it takes to win at the highest level. What do you think of the concept of Tom Brady ultimately being the controlling owner of the Raiders?
It would be great, but I don't think it's going to happen, and here's why. Owning a football team is like printing money. Mm-hmm. Literally, it's like you work at Fort Knox. Somebody told me once that before the season even starts, they get handed, every owner, all 32 owners, get handed a check for their share of the broadcast revenue.
Right.
And it pays all of your expenses, every single one of your salaries,
yep.
All your players, all your staff, which means everything else goes right in your pocket.
Right.
The parking, the concessions, the ticket sales for games, all of it. Why, if you were Mark Davis, even if you weren't good at it, why would you voluntarily give up that gravy train?
Okay,
I don't think he'll do it.
Wait a minute. He's not giving up the gravy train. He's maintaining his 10% equity, but he's going to run football operations.
No. But who has 10%, Mark Davis or Tom Brady?
Tom Brady. Mark Davis has 90%.
Right, but does Mark Davis give up any of his ownership percentage?
Only his power only his power. He's saying, like, Brady's
going
to run the show.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It was like Cuban in Dallas when he gave up everything. He said, I was just going to be the one in charge of everything.
Well, remember, George W. Bush owned the Texas Rangers?
Right.
He only had 1%. but he was the controlling officer of the company. So he was making all the decisions. And apparently that's the direction that the Raiders are going to go with Brady, only 10% of the team, but running football operations, which I think is fascinating.
There was also a story that came out that Mark Davis is actually going to sell another 15%
Oh,
of
really?
the team. Yeah. I have to find the story.
So here's another Brady angle. So we know Brady is limited in how he can cover a game and do a game, right?
Right.
He's not allowed to go to anybody's team facility. He's not allowed to talk to any coaches from other teams. I'm trying to think some of the other rules. He's not allowed to complain about officials, but that one he's allowed to say, I think he got that wrong.
Sure.
But he's limited in what he can do. Well, now, according to Sports Business Journal, the NFL has gotten really concerned about Tom Brady doing sit-downs with players. So the outlet
He just did one with Mahomes a couple weeks ago.
and they feel like he, quote, received sensitive information, and they are going to prohibit private one-on-one interactions before or after the broadcast with individual players. It seems like it's getting harder and harder for Tom Brady to actually do this job.
Yeah, I don't think he needs to do that to be the lead analyst.
No more interviews. You can't interview anybody.
Most of the time they assign like Aaron Andrews or Carissa Thompson to do those anyway.
Right.
So I don't think this is as big of a loss as it might appear, but you're right. They keep chipping away at what he can and can't do, and it may reach a point where it's so restrictive that he doesn't need to do it. Of course, if he's an owner at that point, then he doesn't need the money and he can just walk away from Fox.
Right. If he's the running football and the controlling owner of the Raiders, then probably he's walking away from the broadcast.
But what do you actually, Ireland, need from your broadcast, from the analyst? Do you actually need him to say, oh, well, I was talking to Patrick Mahomes last night? Or do you need to say, hey, that play that they just did right there, if I was playing, this is what I would have done?
Listen to Chris Collinsworth. He's about as good at it as anyone has ever been.
Yes, I agree.
And very rarely does he say, I was talking to Matthew Stafford the other day.
But nobody ever really says that, do they? I mean, I would imagine Collinsworth talks to players, coaches.
Talking to the coaches last night, I learned that they're going to start using this type of formation.
He's allowed to go into team facilities. Brady can't even show up at Tennessee practice or
it doesn't need to.
Yeah, I mean, I just think this is why he's lame as an analyst.
I disagree with that, too, but I think he's fine for a first-year guy. But
is that how you would rate him? Fine?
I would give him a B.
$37 million. He's fine.
I'd give him for his first year. I'd give him a B. I'd give Collinsworth an A. I'd give Aikman a B+, and I'd give Romo a B.
That's how. So you're kind of in on everybody. I'm trying. To
you would give Brady a C. I know you'd give Romo an F.
I'd give Collinsworth an A+.
Yeah,
he's great.
But you'd give Romo an F, right?
I'd give him a D-.
Okay, and would you give Brady an F?
I'd give him a C.
Okay, so we're only one grade apart.
Yeah, and to me, the Collinsworth and Aikman and Greg Olson are the three best.
Greg Olson is one of the best that's out there right now.
Yeah. And I never see
with Joe Davis too. When the two of them are together, perfect.
I never see Greg Olson.
I do
because he's the B broadcast team for
but
Fox.
I watch Red Zone every week.
Yeah, me too.
Him and Joe Davis had that Cowboys Commanders game that was so crazy,
finish,
and they were great.
Yeah, that was a great game. That was a great finish. The witching hour.
Again, the
Bergman.
kickers screwed it up.
Yeah,
it's a stupid name, but it does get very crazy.
They actually did. They did the witching hour on the Get Up. Did you see that, John?
Yeah.
They talked about Scott Hansen and the witching hour. Bergman hates the witching hour.
I just hate the name. It's just stupid. Like I
What?
like that
What's
time.
stupid about it?
I don't like it. I don't like it. There's no good reason behind it. Every time he says like, "Oh God, the witching hour, it's dumb."
Oh,
I really like that.
I like it, and I like Hansen a lot.
I like Hansen.
I never watched him because I always watched Siciliano.
Siciliano's better.
But Scott is just as good as Andrew was. He's really good at it.
I think we should call our 3 o'clock hour the witching hour.
That's when we're gone.
Yes, it is.
Perfect.
It is. All right, coming up next for you. The NBA.
I got some. You need some?
Do it.
Yeah, I got some.
Okay, cool. We'll do whatever it is that Ireland
Well,
wants
no, here's
to do.
the question.
Okay.
Brian, do you have a college degree?
Yes.
Greg, do you?
I have a AA degree.
Okay, Mace, you do, right?
I have a PhD.
No,
you don't, but I have one. Don't answer. I'll tackle this when we come back. But has anyone ever degree checked you? In other words, can I see your degree? Or let me know, like, ask you to prove that you have a degree. I would guess the answer is no, and I'll explain why coming up.
That's coming up. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Okay, time to talk about Southern California Toyota dealers. For as long as I've been doing this job, Toyota and the Lakers have been in business together, a 50-year relationship. And year after year, Toyota delivers quality, reliability, and simply the best vehicles on the road. Right now, brand new inventory is waiting for you. You can choose from an amazing selection of cars, trucks, crossovers, SUVs, and EVs. Great deals waiting for you right now. All you got to do is see your Southern California Toyota dealers or visit Toyota.com.
You never have to miss a moment of LA's mega sports station. Get the all-new ESPN LA app.
Just search ESPN
Hey,
LA
football
in your app
fans,
store.
there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
Spaces, as well as hundreds of EV charging stations. Modernized terminals have biometric gates for faster boarding, and in the future, the People Mover train will connect travelers to LA Metro. For more information, go to their website, flylax.com/transforminglax. That's flylax.com/transforminglax.
We expect our information in real time. US Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. So call 888-665-0696 today for a free insurance and Medicare benefits check as easy as... That's 888-665-0696.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards concert tickets for your daughter to see that singer who sings about painful breakups. And one song will inspire your little beauty to break up with that beast she's dating, Brian. Instead, she'll date someone who's nice and worthy of her love, not someone who addresses you and your spouse as bro. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in all states.
And it is Mason and Ireland, your Tuesday. What's on tap tonight thanks to Michelob Ultra? We got Lakers basketball. Lakers NBA Cup basketball. Coverage begins at 5:30 p.m. with Ben Duran live at Casa LA. By the way, why don't you come on out tonight at Casa LA? The perfect place to spend your Thanksgiving week. You meet Steve Mason, meet Beto, win fabulous prizes like tickets to watch Lakers Spurs tomorrow night in the Dome at Casa LA and experience NBA in shared reality, unlike anything you've seen before. Beto at Casa LA tonight, along with Mace, and Lakers tip-off at 7 p.m., in case I didn't finish the promo. Right now, though, more of Mason and Ireland, your Tuesday afternoon.
Okay, Ireland, do you know what the Taikai Saikai is?
No.
You better know what it is.
Really? You don't? Brian, do you know what the Taikai Saikai is?
Sounds familiar, but I can't tell you what it is right now.
Taikai Saikai is the world championship of karate.
That's right.
It is being played out in the series Cobra Kai. They just dropped the middle 5 episodes of the final season, and they are in Barcelona at the Taikai Saikai, and it is fantastic. It is dumb, but fantastic.
It is so stupidly amazing.
I bailed out of Cobra Kai after about a year. Should I go back?
Oh, yeah.
It's really silly fun.
Just let your mind go. Don't think about how stupid it is, and it's just so much fun.
Yeah, it's hammy,
just a ton
it's cheesy.
of fun.
I'll tell you, the guy that cracks me up is Kreese.
Oh, yeah, Kreese.
He's the
so
actor
over the
is
top.
so over the top.
So
It's
beyond
like
the-
he's from a different movie.
Right.
He's from a different. He's like an evil villain in Marvel, and he's in Cobra Kai. I forget what that guy's name is. He's been on the show and everything. Who's John Kreese?
Kreese, what his actual name is?
Yeah, his actual name, real name. Do you know, Brian? Taikai Saikai?
Is that his name? Is Reb something? If I remember correctly.
Yeah. All right. So, anyways,
Martin Cove.
Martin Cove. That's right.
Yeah. I mean, that must have been a character.
Hammy guy.
Okay, so Mace, has anyone ever asked you in any job interview situation, anything where you're applying for something, to see your degree from Bowling Green? Have you ever been degree checked?
It's a good question. Never.
All right,
Never.
Greg.
But I just talk on the radio.
Yeah, Greg, you?
Nope, never once.
Brian?
Nope, never.
Me either. All right, so somebody sent me this. A listener sent me this. This is actor Jaleel White, the guy who played Urkel on Family Matters.
I actually co-starred in a movie with him, Mega Shark versus Crocosaurus. I've got some great scenes with
I
Jaleel.
played pickup basketball with him once. He's not a bad player.
And he hates the Urkel thing. He
Yeah,
just
yeah.
hates it.
We did not bring that up.
Yeah.
He was on Melissa Rivers Has a Podcast, and he was on there. And he said something in here that won't be popular, but I think he's right. He went to UCLA, and now he wishes he would have dropped out. Listen to Jaleel White talk about his quote-unquote degree.
Listen, I hate admitting it, but I love that I was accepted to UCLA.
Of course.
That's a prestigious thing. But I do wish after 2 years I had dropped out.
Really?
Yeah. And I say it in the book. We're running into an issue now that's starting to become very, I've never been degree checked in my life, Melissa.
Well, neither have I.
Ever, okay? We're running into a period, and pandemic made it really, really apparent. College was supposed to lead you to a better career.
Mm-hmm.
And for a lot of people in our country, it's just leading them to a lot of debt.
Isn't Jaleel White right? I mean, I don't want to diminish the accomplishment of earning a college degree, but we all did, and we've never been degree checked. They've never been degree checked. Bill Nuss, one of our listeners who's had a great, successful Hollywood career, just sent me a text. I was just talking about this. Not only have I never been asked to see my degree, but I've never been asked if I graduated from Northwestern, which I did. Not in show business anyway. Mace, why do we encourage, and like your parents and your grandparents will always say, you can't drop out. You can't drop out. You got to get a degree. Meanwhile, the costs are prohibitive. Why are we so insistent on people getting college degrees?
Well, I guess the bottom line is there's some companies that just require it. In fact, I was just looking at Business Weekly. They say 42% of all jobs require a college degree.
But not for any of us.
Well, because we're in the quote unquote arts, the creative. We're creatives. Creatives don't need a degree at all.
So when I'm hiring somebody, it does say on there that a degree is preferred. It doesn't say that it's required.
But Greg, honest answer to this: have you ever asked anyone if they're a college graduate?
No, because what we're doing is not. We don't need a college degree. If you're going to be a lawyer or a doctor, something along those lines where you have to go to a secondary college afterwards and get master's degrees, that's when you need the degrees. Besides that, if you want to be something that it depends on what this job does not require a degree.
Yeah, it doesn't require a degree to be, a movie producer or a screenwriter. No. You produce a good movie, you write a good script, whatever. Acting, you don't need a degree.
That other than the professions that Greg mentioned,
yes,
doctor, lawyer, that type of stuff, 90% of the jobs out there don't require a college degree.
Correct. Absolutely right.
So why are we so adamant about encouraging people and demanding they finish college?
Okay, but again, if you want to work for a Fortune 500 company, 42% of all jobs require a college degree. So I understand
I think Disney is a Fortune 500 company.
It is, but it depends on what you're doing within Disney.
The number is almost half.
If you're going to be the
40%.
accountant, if you want to be an accountant for Disney,
You gotta be an accountant.
You need a degree.
But I would argue if we got an accountant on the phone right now and we asked him, in your last job interview, did they ask you if you're a college graduate? They would say no.
Don't you think they've got a resume that says their degree on it?
Yeah,
In other
but
words, you don't.
no, but Mace, here's the difference. I had it on my resume. Graduated from UCLA, 1985, bachelor degree in history.
Right.
No one's ever asked.
But why did they need to ask?
You're not going to be a doctor.
Right. But what I'm saying is, if you never get degree checked,
right,
what's the point of the degree?
Well, here's what I've always thought my college degree was about. It was about the ability to complete something. It was about the ability to take on a big job and to succeed at it. And if you want to, I don't think you need a college degree for a lot of jobs, especially our business.
I would argue
it's
most
pointless.
jobs.
Except those companies that some companies that's the bar. You've got to get over that bar, or you can't even get a job. But I have not had a resume in 30 years.
Right. So the point is too that what we're doing here, it's all about your experience, and a lot of jobs are about experience. If you can get an internship and get that experience, you're going to get the job over the person that has that degree. A lot of people have been trying to get jobs even through me, like send me the resume and it says I got my degree at X.
But do you weigh that into the equation or
not at all? I want the guy like DeAndre and Kasim and Parker and the guys that were here in the internship.
Correct.
And I saw what they could do, and I gave them a job because I understand that they understand what we're doing here. That has nothing to do with the job, the degree that you have.
Right.
Yeah, I'm in the habit of when I meet a high school kid, I always say, where are you going to college next year? I've stopped doing that.
Really?
Because I don't want... I might say, are you going to go to college next year? Because I don't want to make them feel less than if they don't go to college, because I don't think you are.
Well, I mean, here's the other thing is, and this is a good subject because people are falling into just a ditch in terms
Mountain
of debt.
Right.
So, but apprenticeships are increasingly available.
I would rather have that than a college degree.
And some of the good jobs where you are an apprentice first, an electrician, an HVAC technician, a dental assistant, a computer programmer, a paralegal, a chef, a cosmetologist. These are all a carpenter. These are all jobs that you can accomplish with an apprenticeship or take advantage of
and
an
in
apprenticeship.
none of those that you just mentioned would a degree be required in my mind.
Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, I just thought that was a really interesting point by of all people, Jaleel White.
Urkel.
Yeah, I thought he was 100%.
He does not like that.
I thought he was 100% dead on.
Yeah, I agree. Not everybody needs a degree, although it's a cool thing to have. I would really like to get a doctorate. I don't know how you get one.
You get an honorary one.
I'm waiting for somebody. Where's Cal State Northridge when you need them?
Well, you don't want it from there.
Of course, a doctorate is a doctorate. I want to be Dr. Mason. Dr. Mason's in the house.
They gave degrees to Dave Singer and A. Martinez. You really want a degree from there?
Yeah. I am happy
Shoot
to
higher.
seriously.
Tell USC for all your years of service and loyalty to the Trojans that you would like an honorary degree.
I will put that request in.
You should.
Jen, and wait, the president's changing now, right?
Yeah, she's leaving.
Carol Folt, I think, is leaving. The
Yep,
president of USC.
Apply for that job, then you can give yourself a degree.
Oh, the president of USC, absolutely. All right, coming up next for you, it's Game of Games time, and it is Ireland's game today. Ireland, you got a preview?
It has to do with what I'm going through right now. That's my hint.
Oh, okay. We will do that coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Okay, you know it can take weeks to hire for an open position. So if you're hiring, stop screwing around and use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find qualified candidates for all your roles fast. Ian Siegel, the guy who invented ZipRecruiter, who's a great dude, puts it this way. We don't leave anything to chance. He's created an algorithm, a powerful matching technology to quickly help and send you the qualified people for your roles. And when that happens, it happens fast. How fast? 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate on the first day. So stop screwing around and use ZipRecruiter for free. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Again, that's ZipRecruiter, ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
The fun way to drive home is with Sedano and Cap.
Weekdays after Mason in Ireland.
I'll give Mason credit. He used to fight tooth and nail. Oh, there's more Rams fans than any other fan base in there. He's realized our eyes aren't lying
Can you
to
do it
us.
again, please?
Oh, there's more Rams fans in there than anybody else. You sound like Animal from the Muppets.
Yeah, so I was going to say you sound like a Muppet character.
Sedano and Cap today at 3 p.m.
On 710 ESPN.
You never expect a game-ending double play, walk-off grand slam in the World Series, or getting into an accident. Hey, it's Travis with DeMarco and Evan Cohen.
Only one all-star team you can call to pinch hit for you. The personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand. Visit normandlegal.com or call this number, 213-747-2000.
Don't get struck out by others. Joseph will help you achieve the maximum compensation that you deserve. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000.
Let Joseph and his team hit it out of the park for you.
Hey, everybody, excited to have with me in studio the one and only Dr. Monica Madden from Beverly Hills Ortho. Hi, Dr. Madden.
Hi, thanks for having me. This is exciting.
All right, let's get to why we want everybody to listen carefully, because you have a special offer for ESPN LA listeners. Tell me about it.
We're really happy to be part of the ESPN LA family and so grateful for everyone listening right now. We are giving the first 5 people who register now and every time this airs $1,000 off Invisalign or braces treatment. Just go to BeverlyHillsOrtho.com and enter the code SMILE and you're on your way.
So enter the code SMILE at BeverlyHillsOrtho.com and I could get $1,000 off Invisalign?
Yes, absolutely.
And what if I wanted to just call the office? Can I get the offer that way?
Yes, absolutely. Just say SMILE and you heard it on ESPN.
877-7, let's do this.
Yes.
Or, Monica, as I like to say, BeverlyHillsOrtho.com.
ABC Wednesdays.
Y'all complain all day. We want books. We want paper towels in the classroom. Bet you want raises, too. I'm still waiting on the paper towels.
Abbott Elementary returns with a new season.
We asked the district for more after-school programs. They gave us $50 for class pets instead.
Critics cheer. Abbott Elementary continues to be one of the funniest and most beloved shows on TV.
What y'all doing out there? Taking bribes? Proud of y'all.
Abbott Elementary, Wednesdays, 9:30, 8:30 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Hey folks, when it comes to Christmas trees, don't get played by foreign plastic. Just like you wouldn't replace a prize QB with a mannequin. Don't replace American farm fresh trees with fake foreign plastic. These farm families are the MVPs of Christmas, growing champions right here on American soil. They're not sitting on the bench. They're out there every day growing real Christmas traditions. Make the winning choice, farm fresh Christmas trees, not foreign plastic that pollutes. Visit GetRealKeepItReal.com to find your local farm MVP.
710 ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason and Ireland.
Game of Games.
Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, thank you very much. It's Game of Games time, and it is Ireland's game today. Andy Kamenetsky, who's filling in for Cappy today, is going to play along. And what do you got there, Ireland?
Okay, so I am in the middle of a crazy travel schedule. I'm going to hit 7 cities over a 9-day stretch.
Wow.
LA, Phoenix, San Antonio, Utah, Minnesota, Miami, and Atlanta, all within the next 9 days.
Okay.
So I have a quiz about those 7 cities. All right,
okay.
Here we go. Question 1. This is the 5th largest city in the United States. Is it A, Los Angeles, B, Phoenix, or C, Atlanta? Brian, LA, Phoenix, or Atlanta?
I'll take Phoenix.
Okay, Greg.
I'll take Atlanta.
Mace.
Atlanta.
Andy.
Phoenix.
It is Phoenix,
Ah.
so Andy and Brian are on the board. All right. Question 2. Suntan lotion was invented in this city by a pharmacist named Benjamin Green in 1944. Is it A, Los Angeles, B, Phoenix, C, Miami. LA, Phoenix, or Miami, Greg?
Seems like it'd be a Miami one.
Okay, Mace.
Seems like Miami, so I'm going to go Los Angeles.
Okay, Andy.
Miami.
Brian.
Los Angeles.
Should have gone Miami. Andy's
Felt
got
like Miami.
2. 1 for Brian, 1 for Greg. All right, Mace, this one coming to you.
Okay.
Per capita, this city has more golfers than any city in the United States. Is it A, Minneapolis, B, Miami, or C, Los Angeles? More golfers per capita than any other city. Minneapolis, Miami, or L.A.?
L.A.
Okay, Andy.
Minneapolis.
Brian.
L.A.
Greg.
Yeah, Minneapolis is probably too rainy. I'll go L.A.
It is Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Way to go.
What?
Andy
It snows
Kamenetsky
half the year.
Is 3 for 3.
The per capita part of it is
Yeah.
that
per
is the
capita
per
is what
capita.
did you in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
There's
okay.
probably...
All right,
okay.
Andy,
That's-
this one coming to you. Thanks to its diverse range of landscapes, favorable tax incentives, and world-class production facilities,
Los Angeles.
this city has attracted numerous blockbuster movies and TV shows, including Stranger Things. Is it A, Miami, B, Atlanta, or C, Salt Lake City? Miami, Atlanta, or Salt Lake City, Andy?
Atlanta.
Brian.
Atlanta.
Greg.
The Salt Lake City thing is kind of throwing me off there because that possibly... No, Atlanta.
Mace.
Atlanta.
It is Atlanta. Did you guys all know that?
Yeah,
Yes.
Tyler
Atla-
Perry moved his studios
Yeah.
down there.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
Atlanta's
a
a
big.
massive,
They've got
massive place.
tax credits for production.
Yeah, and there's
By the
so
way,
many different...
Andy Kamenetsky is 4 for 4. He has 4. Brian 2, Greg 2, Mace 1. Okay, next one. This city is sunnier than any other major metropolitan area in the United States. Is it A, Phoenix, B, Miami, or C, LA? Brian, sunnier than any other metropolitan area in the U.S., Phoenix, Miami, or LA?
I'll take Phoenix.
Okay, Greg.
Los Angeles.
Mace.
Phoenix.
Andy.
Miami.
The answer is Phoenix.
Oh.
And Brian has cut it to a 1-point lead.
Screwed it up, Andy.
It
Andy
rains
is-
a lot in Miami.
Andy has 4.
True.
Brian has 3. Mace and Greg have 2 each. All right, here we go. This city has nurtured numerous talented artists, including Outkast, TLC, Usher, Ludacris, and many more. Is it A, Miami, B, LA, or C, Atlanta? Greg, Miami, LA, or Atlanta?
Welcome to Atlanta. I was gonna say
Mace.
something, man.
Atlanta.
Andy.
It's absolutely Atlanta.
It's 100%.
Brian.
Atlanta.
Yeah, that one was too
Yeah.
easy. You guys
Yeah,
all
that
got
was-
it. Okay.
Because did you mention TLC?
Yeah.
Outkast.
I knew TLC and I knew
Outkast.
Outkast.
Every single one. They had
Yeah.
the ATLians.
All right, we have 3 more, so I'll make Andy go
Ludacris,
first. But
yeah.
the score is Andy 5, Brian 4, Greg and Mace 3 each. All right, Andy, here we go. This city has the largest urban sculpture garden in the United States since 1992 when it was expanded to 11 acres. Is it A, Miami, B, San Antonio, or C, Minneapolis? Miami, San Antonio, or Minneapolis? Andy.
I'm going to say San Antonio.
Okay. Brian.
Minneapolis.
Greg.
That was the first time you said San Antonio, so I'll say San Antonio.
Mace.
And I'll say Minneapolis.
Minneapolis is the correct answer, and things just tightened up considerably.
How many are left?
2.
Okay.
Andy has 5. Brian has 5. Mace has 4. Greg has 3.
Oh, I'm still alive.
All right, so okay, you got to go opposite.
Yep,
I'll let you go last. All right, here we go. Brian, since you just tied Andy, you get to go first. This city is home to the largest Mexican market outside of Mexico. Is it A, San Antonio, B, Los Angeles, or C, Phoenix? Largest Mexican market outside of Mexico, San Antonio, L.A., or Phoenix? Brian.
I'll take LA.
Andy.
San Antonio.
Mace.
I'm kind of closed out here.
Well, you can.
You know, you're
can
within
go with
1.
them.
So you
I'm
can
going. I'm going LA.
Greg.
All I have is Phoenix in there, I think.
Yeah. The correct answer is San Antonio. Andy Kamenetsky has the lead.
I think
Greg,
I'm out,
you
too.
are out.
I am out.
Mace, you are out.
Yes.
Brian, you have 5. Andy has 6. So you've got to go opposite, Brian, of
All right, let's
whatever Andy goes. Here we go, Andy. Legend has it that seagulls saved this city from a plague of crickets. The gulls swooped down and ate the insects, preventing a potential famine. Is it A, Los Angeles, B, Salt Lake City, or C, Minneapolis? L.A., Salt Lake, or Minneapolis, Andy?
L.A.?
Okay, Brian, you have to go Salt Lake or Minneapolis.
I'll take Salt Lake City.
Glad you did.
Nice. There we go.
Yeah, that was the first reference to Salt Lake City, so I thought that's definitely it.
All right.
By the way, John, if Brian wins this, he is the only person that can catch me tomorrow.
Okay, come on.
So if Brian does not get this, I win the month.
Okay.
Oh, come on, Brian. Here it is.
Okay.
Get something to write with, get something to write on. According to Wikipedia, which is never wrong.
Never wrong.
If you combine the populations of L.A., Phoenix, San Antonio, and Minneapolis, those 4 cities, what total number do you get? Here's a hint. The answer is more than 5 million. So combine the populations of L.A., Phoenix, San Antonio, and Minneapolis. Andy, do you have a number?
He's writing something down.
He's writing something down.
Brian, do you have a number?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, Brian, what'd you write down?
13.
13 million. Andy, what'd you write down?
8 million.
We have a winner. The correct answer. 7,391,394.
Andy with the win.
And Andy comes in out of the bullpen and knocks everyone out.
Thank you, Andy. You just won me the month
So
of
did you win the month
November.
outright?
Yes, I did.
Now,
Won it outright.
do
Oh,
we-
no, not outright. No, it's your game tomorrow, so yes, outright.
I'm out. Yeah, because
Yep, you're
I
out.
would have had a chance, right?
You would have had a chance if you won
But
today.
It's my game tomorrow.
Greg, congratulations.
Thank
way
you
to
very
go,
much.
Greg.
Thank you very much.
All right, so
Hooray
we'll
for you.
We'll jumpstart December into tomorrow, right? Tomorrow goes towards
yeah,
December?
tomorrow will be the first
Sure.
one in December.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
we'll
cool.
do that. By the way, Game of Games is brought to you by our friend Jacob Ramrani. When you have an accident of any kind, you want Jacob. He is the real deal. Go to calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. All right, we're going to do some Super Crosstalk next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Cars for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. You'll get a maximum tax deduction and a vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Paid for by Cars for Kids.
The Temptations. And the Four Tops. Celebrating 40 years of Temptations and Four Tops. Saturday, January 18th at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino. Plus celebrating 60 years of the iconic hit, My Girl. Tickets on sale now at FantasySpringsResort.com. Come celebrate 40 years of magic. The Temptations, the Four Tops.
Be sure to listen to Rams Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farr every Monday in the 9 a.m. hour on his new show, The Travis and DeMarco Show. He's going to give you his best of from the whole football weekend. And you know, when DeMarco serves up a best of, you know it means something. Don't miss it. They've got their best of the weekend, plus your chance to win a Fantasy Springs Weekend Getaway prize pack with your best of. That's Mondays in the 9 a.m. hour on the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN. Made possible by Fantasy Springs Resort Casino. Escape the everyday at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino, just minutes from Palm Springs.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Score a win with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup options. Amazon Pickup is a convenient and secure way to collect your Amazon packages from locations that are near you. This season, keep your holiday gifts a surprise when you choose to pick up from Amazon Locker or Counter. Whether you're hustling between home, work, or your usual game day spots, grab your packages on your schedule. Amazon Pickup is the worry-free option for the times when home delivery isn't ideal. To find your nearest Amazon Pickup location, go to amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles.
KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk.
Are we ready for Sedano and Cap to join Mason in Ireland?
Super Crosstalk begins.
Super Crosstalk, presented by Coors Light. Coors Light, made to chill.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
There you go. A little love boat in there. Cappy's off today, but Shadano's here. Andy Kamenetsky's here. Ireland's in Phoenix.
By the way, can you tell Ireland what I said? What I said that you had a response to? Do you want to have that discussion about your laptop?
Sure.
So Ireland, I tell Brian, I say, hey, when Lindsay comes in, let her know that I forgot my laptop at home just to print everything out for me, like the rundown and the reads and all that stuff.
Right.
And Mason's response was,
I would have to go home if I didn't have my laptop. I don't know if I exist without my laptop.
I mean, if you just give me the rundown, I can remember what I wanted to talk about.
Bergman,
Yeah.
rundown? We don't even have.
Right. Bergman
George,
doesn't even do that. Yeah.
I don't know if you're like me, but when I check out of a hotel room, because I kind of, when I come in, I'm like a tornado. I spread stuff out all over the place.
Yeah.
And over the years, I've left stuff in hotel rooms. But the only thing I check when I leave, I say, as long as I have my wallet, my phone, and my laptop, I'm good. I can replace anything else. But those are the big three. I check for those three. I'm going to do it in about an hour here. If I've got those three, I would be completely naked without my laptop.
No, I can roll. I was telling Mason now, I never really use a laptop for games. I kind of just roll by.
Giannos claims it's all in his head.
A lot of it is in the dome, and then I could always find stuff on my phone fairly easily.
See, my problem is that
if I needed to,
once you start absorbing information, there's a max.
Sure. Oh, no question.
Right. And so you know so much. I don't have any more room in my
That's
head.
it. It's too many years
Yeah,
of,
no, it's
of information.
too many years of information.
It's like Homer Simpson said, every time I learn something new, it pushes something old out of my brain.
Yeah. There you go. Exactly.
But I'm a visual person. So, like, for example, like when I get ready for games, and John, I would imagine you do this too to some extent, if not a large extent. Like, I'll go back and watch the last game or two of whatever matchup I have, and then, like, I can visualize it once I've actually seen it.
You
on
don't
the
make
court.
notes off it.
I mean, I'll jot some stuff. For football, I'll jot some stuff down.
Right.
Because there's just too many players. You know what I mean? But, like, for basketball,
see, I use
maybe a here or there.
I use the notes feature on my phone.
Yeah, I use that.
And so I've always got stuff for the show based on, let me just look. Eagles fans suck. No singing at Wicked. Into a Dome empty. But Matthew Barry told me to play Jalen Hurts over Tua.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah. So there's
John, when you were on sidelines, though, did you use a laptop regularly?
I had it at games, yeah, but I mostly, like, you probably do the same thing. They're going to come to me, when I was doing sidelines, they'd come to me 5 times max.
Right.
I'd have 10 things.
Yeah.
I'd either have them on my phone or have them on my laptop, and I would just say, I've got 10 things I can go to if they come to me. And they never, ever went to me 10 times.
Right.
So I always had more stuff than I needed. But play-by-play is different. I have giant cheat sheets.
Yeah.
Which you have seen. I know you've seen them, George, because
I
you
spilled
water
on them many years ago
in Miami.
That was like probably
and
that was easily like that was pre-COVID.
That was on the cheat sheets, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, for play-by-play, yes, you have to have notes, and some of them are pre-printed or whatever. I would say that, yeah, for sure. But for sidelines, I don't really use notes.
You know,
very often.
you guys are both great play-by-play guys. People always ask me, would you want to do play-by-play? I can't tell you how little.
You were great at the skeleton.
I was great at this. I was great at skeleton. Yeah. But no, I have no interest in doing play-by-play.
I love it.
Yeah, it's really fun. But, George, doesn't it remind you of when you were in college or high school and you had a big test the next day?
Oh, yeah. No,
right?
we are, John, you and I are constantly cramming for the test.
Yeah.
It's a running joke that Trudell, when we're on the plane, has like 5 screens going. He's got a movie on his phone. He's got a different movie on his laptop.
And he's reading the New Yorker.
Right. Me,
yes.
I'm always working.
Yeah.
I'm like tonight when I fly home, it's going to be we play Oklahoma City on Friday. I haven't seen them yet. I've got to do a deep dive on their roster, so I'll start on it tonight. I've already done San Antonio, which is my game tomorrow. I'll start in Oklahoma City tonight, and I'll finish it on the plane ride home tomorrow night. And after that, I just jump right back into the next game. Melissa always says, have you seen the latest episode of blank?
No.
And I haven't watched a TV show in 3 months.
Although, wait, you don't miss housewife shows, do you?
I do.
Oh, you miss housewife shows?
I have them. I have them on in the background at home when I'm working.
Right.
Really?
But
So, like,
I'm not paying attention to
They're
them.
throwing glasses of wine at each other and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with John. I will have background stuff on occasionally if I'm not watching.
I feel like the
something.
Housewives shows that you can follow along just by listening.
Oh, no
Like,
doubt.
They're not
Yeah.
intricacies that
Absolutely.
you're missing by not seeing it.
Yeah.
But I always think it's funny, like, because I don't think like our support staff gets like when I'm doing these college football games, we have to meet with the coaching staff and the players for each team, and that sometimes can take 90 minutes for each team.
So we were just talking about this. Tom Brady apparently
Can't do it,
and they're now concerned because he sat down and did an interview with Patrick Mahomes,
Right.
and they're talking he can't do sit-down interviews with players anymore.
Right, because he's an owner.
Now, could you effectively do your job?
No, absolutely not. From a storytelling perspective, because there's so many. Football is 3.5. College football is 3.5 hours, and the NFL is close to that too.
Yeah.
So like, you absolutely need those meetings are essential. Okay, even. Look, are there an occasional coordinator who just gives you coach speak? Sure. But I would say most of the head coaches that I deal with, even begrudgingly, give you information that you need. When I do NBA games, and we get these 15 minutes before the games on game days with these coaches, we get stuff that, even if it's off the record, we at least have the context for what we're talking about on the air. Those things are absolutely necessary. And then, by the way, there's usually a production meeting that goes at least 30 to 60 minutes with your actual crew.
Right.
So you're talking about like 3 or 4 hours just of meetings for these games.
Right, and I keep saying Tom Brady's pretty average as an analyst.
And it doesn't help him that he can't do these
I
things.
think he's got one arm tied behind his back.
Correct.
Well, it just starts coming down to, from the network's perspective, how valuable is it to just say, we have Tom Brady talking, regardless of what he's actually saying, any insights, whatever.
But I'll say this, John, because I don't know how much football you've done, but those meetings you could not get through a 3.5 hour football game without those meetings with those coaches and players. I couldn't.
It depends if the like Bill Belichick's not going to give you anything.
Right.
But Sean McVay's going to give you a ton.
Yeah.
So it depends who the coaches are. I actually think Brady can do that job because he knows more about the position than anyone alive. So I don't think Tom Brady necessarily has to meet with those coaches, but is it helpful? Sure.
Yeah, but I would say with Burkhardt has to. And he does, obviously. But, just from an anecdotal standpoint and a storytelling standpoint, there are, especially when you're doing college games like I am, these kids some of these guys have incredible backstories, right? Of
And
who
you
they
need
are.
all those.
Correct.
Yeah.
When they make a play. Because, again, there's also downtime. You need to be able to fill the gaps and stuff. So, basketball's the free throw line. John, you tell stories all the time when guys are at the free throw line.
Yeah, well, I have these sheets in front of me that has 4 or 5 facts about every player.
Right.
And I never get them all in, but they're great to have. It's a safety net.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, so I was actually looking at this. I'll throw this out there. So remember how...
Oh, wait, did you do the voice to John?
Oh, no.
So, John, Mason did a fake John Ireland voice yesterday during the show.
Okay.
And I said, you got to do it to John if you're going to do it when he's not here.
So, Ireland, you ready?
All right, so what do you want me to tee you up on?
Tee me up on Bronny.
Hey, so, John, fake John, what do you make of Bronny and, Charles Barkley's comments about they're doing a disservice to Bronny?
Well, I think that what they can do is when he can learn more sitting next to his dad on the bench than he can playing in the G League. What do you think of the fake John Ireland?
Not terrible. I felt like it was better yesterday.
Yeah, it was better yesterday. I don't remember exactly what it was.
Yeah, you needed to open the phone. You spun it like I would spin it.
That's definitely your spin.
That is, and I would say your cadence was pretty good.
Not bad. Not bad
but
at all.
the voice,
inflection. It could be better, but it's not terrible.
Could be better. Yeah, better. Yeah, you missed it, John, yesterday.
I mean, he nailed it. I wish we should pull it, like just because I felt like yesterday was really the one you did to Bergman at like 1-something when I was in the car. Yeah. That was the best one for sure.
So, have you been to Cosm yet?
I have not. I've been really interested in going. I will go after the football season though.
So I'm going to. In fact, we're doing Beto's doing pre, half, and post for the Lakers game. From,
nice.
Cosm tonight, and I'm meeting listeners out there at Cosm tonight. Cosm
it looks
in Inglewood.
awesome.
It's an amazing experience. Tonight, Brian Cohen's going to go. I'm trying to recruit my podcast partner, Sue's going to go. I'm meeting Dave Singer there.
Sue Kalinsky's going to be there?
Momo, I think, is going to be. We're going to have a big party tonight.
Momo's driving all the way there?
Yeah, apparently. So we get to watch the game there. And then we're giving away tickets to go back tomorrow night to sit in the Dome to watch San Antonio and Wemby versus the Lakers.
Right. Now, is Wemby available?
He is.
Okay.
As is Devin Vassell.
Right, you mentioned that yesterday.
Yeah, everybody comes back against the Lakers.
Listen, the Suns had a weird deal, John. Did you know they had 6 days off?
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. I've never seen a break that long that isn't the All-Star break ever.
Isn't that
I've been
kind of
doing
an
this
unfair
25
advantage?
years.
So I had the Suns and Knicks last week, and we asked Bud about it, and he said never in his time in the NBA has he ever had 6 days off during the season.
And, of course, it worked against the Lakers because Kevin Durant, when he plays, the Suns are 8-1, and when he doesn't, they're 1-6.
Yeah.
So now, because he had 6 days to rest up, he's coming back tonight.
And Beal, too?
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah.
So it won't be easy.
Yeah, 6 days rest is kind of not fair.
It's crazy. You actually get practice time.
Right, and those guys all got healthy during that time.
Yeah, because they both had the same thing. It was a calf strain, left calf strain.
Yeah. Thanksgiving you're having here? Or are you going traveling?
No, we're going to Kelly's brother's house.
Oh, that's nice.
That's
Where's
what
that?
we do in Orange County.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm having Mom in.
Oh.
Mom and Leo are coming to town.
Oh, and you could do everything at the house?
Yeah, do everything at the house.
Nice.
Except for the food, which we're going out to a restaurant.
Oh, wait a second. Come on.
Yeah, no, we're doing everything in the house except Thanksgiving dinner.
You're doing cocktails?
Yeah.
I don't
Pre-cocktails,
blame you.
post-cocktails.
That's the way to play it.
It is so much work
It's a
to
lot of
do
work.
a thing. And my mom's like, I'm 84. No, I'm actually, she's 82. I'm 82. I'm not doing this anymore.
John's met my wife. So she used to be a Christmas traditionalist.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Like, we used to have the to-do at the house. And, I did a Christmas game, so we usually do it on Christmas Eve.
Right.
So that way I can get to my game or whatever. And then I told her one year, I said, hey, I'm doing this G League midseason tournament, the showcase, whatever. It's in Orlando, because it used to be in Vegas.
Yep.
I said, it's in Orlando. Why don't you and the kids meet me there? You go to the parks.
You could go to
sure.
Disneyland.
Yeah,
all
and
that
good
stuff.
idea.
Disney
So
World.
she fought it for a couple of years. And then I said, just do it. I have points. I'll book you. It's going to not cost us anything. The hotel will be cheaper because we're, the Disney connection. And she did it last year.
Yep.
Now she wants to do it every year.
Every year, go to
She's like,
Orlando for Christmas?
yeah. I'm like, because we can go from Orlando and then drive to see my mom in Miami. It's only like 3.5 hours.
Yep.
And it's just like, it's an easy swoop. Then she flies back to LA, does Christmas night with her parents,
Right.
and call it a day. So it's like, you don't have to do wrapping of presents or any of that stuff. Like, we don't have to do anything. You're just traveling and hanging out, watching